Welcome back to the Night Shift Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Markley, at Bright Allison on Twitter. I looked at my computer weird because I looked at these bars up here. You can't see them now, but they were doing some funky shit. To my left, the boy, Bailey Gary.
What's going on, guys? You can find me on Twitter at BGary24, capital B, capital G.
To my right, Jordan, Lucky Charms, Wakefield.
Of course. How are we doing, everybody? It's at JFL98 on Twitter.
We're the Night Shift Podcast, at _TNSP_ on Twitter. You can find us as the Night Shift Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. I think I knocked it all out right off the fucking jump. With not even a minute in, and I'm fucking plugged. It's episode 36. Before we get into it,
I got something we can talk about. Continue.
Before we get into it, it's going to be weird, but yeah, we recorded the episode with Matt on Friday. So you'll see that next week. So shout outs Matt once again. It was good to see him again. Anybody got anything else to say before we get into it?
Thanks for coming, Matt.
I don't think he had much of a choice, but yeah, thanks for being on.
Yeah, we held him against his will.
Pretty much.
Yep.
What?
That's the yep.
Oh, I thought you said yo.
As well.
Jordan, what have you been up to?
I think I discovered what the problem with PC is. I was reading. I don't think it's my GPU. I think it's my CPU's overheating, which is a lot easier to fix. So I ordered...
more fans.
No, I ordered a bigger liquid cooling GPU.
Just taking this and whoosh.
No, that would be fucking awful. So that should be here actually tomorrow. I ordered that last night at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning, and then it said it's supposed to be here tomorrow.
So what if that's not the problem?
Then I guess I'm just SOL.
No.
So we'll see about that. But I mean, you know, I fucking order all these parts and it's been working fine. So hopefully it continues to work fine. But other than that, music not any different. We'll talk about the Drake songs later.
Yeah, you see the hoodie. You know what the fuck's going on.
Absolutely, Drake. You know what it is.
I think Bailey got Muhammad Ali on his shirt.
It's a Rocky shirt.
Oh, Rocky, sorry.
Yeah. It's Apollo Creed, which is essentially Muhammad Ali.
What else? Well, my niece was over. That was exciting to spend some time with her because I don't get to see her all that much. We watched Peppa Pig, and let me tell you what, that is not the most enjoyable show to watch. But
Unless you mean Peppa Pig Fire.
Peppa Pig is not fire, but I mean it's my niece, so I got to stick through it because that shit is awful. I cannot stand that show, but...
Is that the one where they have, like, accents? Or am I thinking of something
Oh,
else?
dude, there's like 4 pigs, and the fat pig kind of looks like... Never mind, I'll save it for after the pod. and then there's like her brother is like a short, fat little pig, and then her mom is like a fairly skinny pig. Like, there's no proportion in this family whatsoever.
Well, they want representation.
And then they all have like different accents, and it's awful.
Exactly, representation.
No.
Absolutely, that's what it sounds like.
Well, yeah, sure, it's representation, but it's
all
awful.
different shapes and sizes, all different accents.
It's awful. It's awful.
Well, they know everyone fucking sucks. Sorry.
What?
I said literally they know everyone fucking sucks.
True.
Kids don't know that.
No, they just
need to know.
enjoy their fucking muddy puddles, bro, and ugh.
Money puddles?
Muddy puddles.
Muddy puddles. That is what they enjoy in that, because they're pigs, obviously.
Bridge over troubled water, ice in the muddy water. I just want to remind me of. I've been listening to Underground Kings a lot. Leave me alone.
Well, that's good. That'll tie in later on.
Yeah.
But honestly, not anything too exciting.
Really?
We haven't had a whole lot of time in between episodes, and you know.
Yeah, I mean that was the weird part about Friday, because it was like, I don't want to say what we're listening to because like we do that Monday, so we don't want it to be redundant. So whatever. BG, yours always takes 10 minutes, so go ahead.
Why?
I want to make sure the gains aren't on this. Yeah, that's fine.
Nothing different. Literally nothing different at all. The only thing I'm just gonna ask this question because I didn't get to say it to you guys. I just remembered. So Lewis texted me on Sunday. He said Levine or Kelly Oubre, and I was like, "So you guys picking?"
Levine?
This has to be for something else, right?
Just say it.
Levine.
Okay. So now I didn't even ask what for. I was just like, he's like...
Yeah, I figured those...
Lily just texted me, Levine or Kelly Oubre. Shout out Lewis, by the way. He said, who are you
Friend
picking?
of the pod.
I said, for what? I'm at work. Like, I thought something was going on with, like, the All-Star game or something, or, like, some of the All-Star events. I was like, why is Kelly Oubre there?
Yeah.
And I go, whatever it's for, Zach, of course. He said, same though, blue eyes and skin complexion are too tough. I was like, what's it for on facts? Because I'm just going to gas up a man Zach Levine because that's my guy. And he was like, I said, so when I asked what's it for, he said, who'd you rather sleep with? It's a question I saw on Twitter. I said, oh, LMAO, still Levine, no cap. And he said, retweet.
That's.
He said, only if his girl Hunter is down. Zach Levine's girlfriend is what he's talking about.
His name's Hunter.
Yeah, I guess.
Her name's Hunter.
Yeah.
I meant her. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's a. Oh, I mean, is Hunter a two-way name? But I say two-way. Like it's
Dude, they name
sport,
girls
bro.
Charlie, so yes.
I said two-way like it's a fucking sport.
Yeah.
I meant like it's like gender-neutral name.
I guess
Everything
so.
gender neutral.
Everything is these days.
Well,
dude.
yeah, good point.
I'm gonna name my
We gotta be careful. about that one.
non-binary daughter Satellite.
What?
That has no correlation, but all right.
That's exactly the point, because it doesn't make sense.
I mean, I was
Imagine sitting in school.
but I was
right?
actually like genuinely curious, like, cause like, is Hunter like a female name?
I don't know.
No,
I think
yeah, I guess it can be.
Never mind. I can't say it on the pod.
Oh yeah, I
Imagine
guess.
sitting in elementary school, right? Teacher's taking attendance first day of school. Satellite Gary. Here.
Lewis was a capping dog.
Oh yeah, well sure. I mean, she looked like just looked like every other girl on Instagram. I'm sure. Anything else, Ben?
Nah, I just wanted to ask you guys to see what
Ben
you
wants to
say.
sleep with Zach Levine.
Yeah, so keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself. We're on the pod, bro.
I mean, okay, fair enough. I mean, he's attractive.
So Zach Levine.
That's more power to you.
So anyway, I've been watching more ReZero. It's a cool show. I haven't really gotten into like the crazy
Nitty-gritty,
parts yet,
yeah.
so
It's coming.
it's interesting. That's for sure.
Have you met the Bow Hunter yet?
I don't think so.
You said you're at the mansion, right?
Uh huh. Is that the chick they fight in the loot house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Bow Hunter. I forget what her real name
Oh
is.
yeah. Yes. I know what you're saying now. Who was the? You said Rem, and who was the other one? You asked who I was gonna like better.
Well, I don't want to say it because I don't know if you know her real name. Oh, well, hold on. That chick, silver hair. What's her name? Just tell me what her name
Amelia.
is. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely 1000%.
You're Amelia
Yeah,
Rem?
yeah.
You fucking pussy.
How do you like Rem?
You have to wait until you
You're
get...
fucking weirdos.
You have to wait until Rem's
Dumbo.
character develops more. Because Rem doesn't, obviously, as you can tell, Rem doesn't trust Subaru at first.
I wouldn't either. Bull's a walking horn dog.
It's very true. But, like, there's more of a... So, aren't we all, though? Anyway, there's more of a reason to, like, why.
Okay, well,
Just kidding.
we'll let it develop.
You'll find out.
So I've been doing that. I started Assassin's Creed Valhalla today.
Oh.
How you liking that?
I only played for maybe an hour today. It's good. I like it. It's Assassin's Creed with Vikings. It looks good. Plays well.
Jordans.
Um,
Yeah, the graphics are really good in that game.
yeah, game looks good. Plays very well. 60 frames per second. Very nice. So I have time to play that now, so I'll get through that eventually. The new Attack on Titan episode is really good.
Yes.
Can't really say much just in case people haven't watched it because
Fuck
that is
Gabby,
actually
all my homies hate
new.
Gabby.
Music, not too much different from what I said on Friday, probably. Of course, other than the Drake songs that dropped, which is primarily what we have for this week. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. I mean, there's been no basketball. Waiting for basketball to come back. Opening day not that far away. Waiting for that. So, springtime. Go
Did
ahead.
you see that the Pokemon remakes of Diamond and Pearl are going to be $60?
Each?
Yeah,
Well, it's the same game.
yeah. It's the same game, but it's
One's Diamond, one's Pearl. Was the same generation.
yeah.
So what's the difference?
There's
The
different
legendary-
Pokemon.
and there's very
with each
subtle
game.
Yeah, like if one Pokemon, like for Diamond, if Diamond has the male version, like Pearl could have the female version.
Which one are you guys getting?
I'm getting
I'm
Diamond.
getting Diamond as well. That's what I got when I was a kid.
Same. The nostalgia of Diamond and seeing.
And I like the Legendary better too.
Seeing.
The Palkia is kind of sick.
Nah, Dialga's way better.
And this is gonna be on the Switch.
Yes.
Might have to get it.
Have you played Pokemon before?
I played Pokemon, but not like I was too young to understand.
This is
what
a
the
good
fuck
one
was
to-
going on.
Yeah, this
This would be a good one for you then.
second best gen. Easily.
You know what I
Hands down.
realized? I need a dock for my Switch.
You don't have one?
It didn't come with your Switch?
No, you bought it secondhand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All I got was I need to buy a Pro Controller as well.
Yes.
Pretty sure the docks only are like $40.
Yeah, they're not much. I was
And-
looking.
Dude, the Pro
Pro
Controller.
Controller's so worth it.
Dude, when I was hesitant on buying a Pro Controller, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you should definitely get one. It's like a game changer. One of the best purchases for
You'll
the
play your
Switch.
Switch more then,
100%.
Oh, 100%.
truly, because the
When I
Switch
can put it
con,
on my TV and whatnot, yeah.
the
Well,
Switch
even-
con,
even-
monitor.
Even like if I'm just like playing it handheld, I'll have my Pro Controller plugged in
Oh yeah.
because
Yeah, I
it's
would do
just
the
so
same.
much more
It's what
convenient.
you're used to.
Well, not even necessarily that, because I actually like the Joy Cons. Like I don't mind the Joy.
I don't mind the Joy-Con attached to the console. I don't really like using them off of
Like
the
a Wii
console.
controller.
See, I don't mind using like the Wii controller, but like
I mean, they're okay.
the Pro Controller reminds me of like a good mix between a PlayStation and Xbox controller.
Well, that's the thing is the Pro Controller is an actually legit good controller by
Yeah.
itself. Like it's nice.
It's just
So.
weird because fucking they have it listed like an Xbox, like the button wise.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's like
it is.
jumbled.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
it is.
ABX
That
line.
like when we were playing Smash, I kept getting so confused because I'd try to like
Mhm.
up B and I'm hitting up A
Yeah.
because fucking that's what it is
Yep.
on an Xbox controller.
Yep.
And when I think of it, like when I see those like letters, I think Xbox.
I still
letters.
get confused on like L and R,
Yes.
and then ZR and ZR.
ZR.
Yeah,
that
it's
still
so
that still throws me
confusing.
off.
Yep.
But
So why you gotta be so different?
well, because not everything would be well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
They could have universal button layouts, but then
well, essentially the button layouts are universal. It's just naming them different things. Like
oh yeah, well yeah,
like R1 and R2, L1, L2, RB, RT. You know what I mean? Like, it's just another play on that. But
Yep.
I guess I've been playing some Dead Cells too, still. So that's a fun, like, it's been kind of my in between game. But I haven't really been doing much since Friday because
Well, I haven't had much too because we kind of got the Friday to Monday now period has been very short for me.
yeah. I slept 11 hours Saturday into
Dude,
Sunday. Like, I fell asleep. I got home from work. I think I worked till 8. Right? What did I work on Saturday? No,
Till
I worked
7.
11 to 7.
Yeah.
Bro, I shit you not. I went home. I ate. I did something else. No, I didn't. I think I watched something for a little bit. And then it was like 10 o'clock and I'm asleep.
Yeah.
And I didn't wake up until 9:30 the next day.
Must be, dude.
Dude,
It was.
you knew how I was. I was
yeah.
exhausted.
Oh, well, me and you both were feeling it, but dude, I got maybe over the weekend like 10 to 12 hours of sleep combined. Friday I got like 6. Saturday I didn't get hardly any, and then Sunday into Monday I got a little bit, but it's been a very short weekend.
I've been sleeping well recently. It's a change.
If I get to sleep, like I normally have been sleeping well, but the problem is actually getting to sleep at this point because I've just been like physically exhausted, but not like mentally tired, or it's like vice versa, and then like you just lay there and it's like, cool.
Oh, see, anymore.
Staring at the ceiling.
Anymore. I'm just so depressed that I'm just both. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a.
Sad.
Like I said, well, let's just get into it. You see the fucking hoodie. You know what's going on. I purposely didn't tweet any of my reactions to the 3 new Drake songs, which is on Scary Hours too, which I think is fucking funny, but that's fine. By the way, this episode's going to be called Scary Hours,
Okay.
so, because why not? Where shall we start?
With the first track.
Just want to go in
Do we
order?
just want to go right down it, or
Yeah. Save the best for last.
Fair enough. Who wants to start, and where do we want to start? I know we're starting with the first song, but with the first song do we want to start with? How do we feel? What's our in general?
I feel like we should do
What's
like
next?
generals first, and then we should get into the specifics of like
Each
just
song.
talk about the album as an overall, like the album. I said album. EP.
Well, let's just go song by song. Start with the general, and then we can go
Okay,
from
sounds
there.
good.
What's next? Is the first song. He released a video with it as well.
Music video is sick.
Music video is really
The
good,
music video is sick.
but my man always, dude. He has the biggest flexes
Yeah.
known to man. My man's driving a concept Mercedes Benz underneath his fucking private jet.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like you
Right.
know.
Facts.
But how do you feel about what's next?
I like it.
Is that your least favorite? That's general curiosity.
That or the baby song. Because it's not the best of the three.
Oh, I agree.
See, I don't think it's the best, but it might be my favorite. If that makes sense.
In
Yeah.
terms
Like
of
it has more. The catchiness is there more so than in Lemon Pepper
Yes,
Freestyle.
agreed.
I love the beat. I think the beat's
See,
so
I
good.
would-
It makes me feel like
I would
it reminds me of like a
argue-
retro like game console sounding beat.
I would
I love
argue
those.
that maybe Wants and Needs has a little bit more catchy because of the Drake hook.
I mean, maybe
I think you could, in terms of like,
we'll
pick
talk about
line-
we'll talk about once.
I
I
think
think
line-
I see what you're saying.
I think
You know, I
line.
didn't even realize, like, I didn't want to go listen to it after you said that. It does have, like, that game kind of feel to it. I mean, it's a good song. The beat is hard. I mean, Drake flows well on it, but Drake has a good flow. That sounds really weird. Drake flows well on it. Anyway, but, like, it's Drake.
I don't think that's a possible offense, but
Is it not? Okay.
I thought that sounded fine.
He flows
Billy
well.
has fucking mind in the gutter. He started thinking about Zach Levine. Now he can't stop.
That's crazy.
Unreal.
No, but I mean, he flows well on it. It's not like his best rapping song ever or anything, but like
He's
he
got
does
some-
what he needs to do on it.
I think the reason I like it so much is that's like my favorite.
That bumps into what?
That's just like my favorite type of Drake. Like you know what I mean? Like I love the more rapping bar heavy Drake, but like this is like the perfect medium for somebody like me who likes to still. I love the beat a lot.
Like him having,
he's rapping,
he's just having fun.
but there's things he goes back to
Yeah.
about the I can't really remember. It's not even like a hook necessarily, but it kind of is. Like the summer all I did was rest, and then the OKs kind of make it catchy too.
yeah.
He said summertime all I did was rest. Okay.
And then New Year's all he did was stretch.
Stretch,
I
okay.
think,
And
was
Valentine's-
it stretch?
Yeah, he said stretch.
I thought he said stress at first. I was like,
he
yeah,
said,
me
he said
too.
stretch, and then other times all he had sex, or Valentine's all he had sex. Okay.
Yeah.
About to see what's happening next. Okay. But honestly, the subtle like I don't want to say wordplay, but just like subtle like bars that he says, just like little like one-liners and what's next are like really really good.
I'm bringing up Genius to look at some lyrics. I agree. I think it's just a fun song. I think it's the right one to use a music video for, of
Agreed,
course.
100%.
Although a Lemon Pepper Freestyle video would be sick. I just see Ross sitting there with some exotic motherfucking shit, bro.
Oh, he has to be sitting on 235 acres. He has to be. He has to be sitting on it.
All black tux,
Absolutely.
lavender shoes.
Cause I mean, like,
You
what's
should
even
know
the
that,
very
Colin.
first thing he says is,
Well,
No,
the liquor been taking the pain away part's sick.
yeah,
I mean, like this is the refrain, so technically kind of like a hook, but that's what gets repeated throughout the song. But yeah, I think in general, I mean, it's just kind of a flex, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Like Billy said, it's nothing too crazy. Okay, there's a chorus, but what were you gonna say?
No, I'll wait till the end to ask it. I might forget it, so remind me to ask.
No, go ahead and ask now. I don't really have much else to say.
Okay, no, it's about like on the end of the like it's about these three songs in general. At the end, I want that.
Okay.
this is probably like this is
The hardest bar on this song is the Wheezy had handed it off.
yeah.
I still got no fumbles bar. That
Yeah.
bar is sick. Like that's a really good bar. I like that one a lot, and it's true. Also, this one ain't come with a bundle.
I was waiting. Yeah,
Is that? Yes. Okay. So this was going at people giving out, doing like album bundles with merch.
Yeah.
I like that too because it shows just
is this the one where you said
for as much as people get on Drake, right, and like to talk shit and everything about him, the man does let the music speak for itself. He did it with his beefs. He didn't tweet anything. He didn't make any merch bundles. He didn't do any of this shit. Even the Certified Lover Boy Nike merch that he put out, he could have easily said, "Oh, when you buy this, you get a pre-order for Certified Lover Boy when it releases." You know what I mean? Whereas people are now getting clowned for that. Like Travis did it with Astroworld. That's why he sold so many. Nicki did it. Fucking Nav did it. I think Wayne even did it. Like Drake doesn't have to boost his album sales. Is essentially what he's getting at.
I mean, I don't think any of those artists you listed besides Nav would need to do that.
No, but it's just another gimmick.
Yeah.
It's another loophole, is what. It's more so getting at the, not that Travis needs to put merch bundles on everything. It's more so the fact that Drake doesn't have to do that, and he still outsells them.
Do you think he's taking a diss at Trav in particular because of all of his recent
No, I
deals?
don't
Or do you
No,
think it's
because
just,
like you said, Wayne did it too. I don't think he's taking it.
I don't think it's a diss. I think it's just a flex. Like,
that's fair. That's
like
fair.
what's
I would
next
say-
what's next is already going to go number one already.
Well,
And
all
it's-
three of them are in the
Did you-
top 100.
Well,
or
did you
whatever.
see that? All,
But that's the point.
Did you see like all three of these were supposed to sell like 170 million units or some shit like that? Just 3 songs.
And that's the flex of it is he doesn't have to do any of that shit, even for a random 3-pack.
Right.
Which is what I think it is, which I think is going to answer your question at the end of the discussion. We can come back to it if we want. Let's go on to.
Wants and needs.
Thank you. I still have no idea what the song's called.
Wants and needs with Little Baby.
I only call it the one with Baby because that's all I know it by. Give me a second. I'm getting there. Jordan, lead the conversation here because you're the. Well, either you or Bailey are the biggest Baby
Yes.
guys here. So elaborate.
I think this. I'm not like huge on the Baby verse to start off with. It's kind of hard to understand him. He has some like looking at Genius lyrics. He has some stuff in there that he says is pretty funny. Like the very first thing he says, "I'm from the 4, but I love me a 3." Something like that. Shit's fucking hysterical. But he doesn't.
Baby Little, real quick, he can't talk about. Every time I hear a line of him talking to him about balling,
Oh my
I'm
God.
turning it off.
Yeah.
Turning it off.
I like.
Did you see his jumper?
I like.
He needs to go down.
Bro, he had
to
a
South
free
Beach.
throw that bounced off the top.
Bounced
And
off the
he
top.
came
Know
back
what
to
he
him.
needs to do? He needs to take with Jack Harlow's advice and go down South Beach and visit Tyler.
Yeah. That's my boy. But I like Drake's verse a lot. Actually, the more I listen to this song, he has some very like rhyming word plays on it that I like a lot.
His flow on this, I will say, is insane.
Yes.
Because you're waiting for the beat to drop, and it doesn't for a little while, right? Because he's just flowing and it
yeah.
keeps going. And
The
going.
beat's very dark and eerie too, which I like.
Yeah, this is definitely my least favorite of the 3. Well, continue. I want you to.
You know,
finish
I'll
your
agree
thought.
just for the Kanye diss.
See, I don't even think it's a.
It's 100% a diss.
I don't think it is.
If the shit on Scorpion is a diss, this is definitely a diss.
If what?
The stuff on Scorpion's a diss, this is definitely a diss.
Okay. I mean,
Like, because it's the kind of
I
the
don't
same
think-
subtle, like,
I don't think
things.
it's as deep as you think. I can see where you think that, but I don't.
I'm not this. I'm
To
not
me,
even-
the only thing is the Jesus part. I think that's funny. I don't think it's.
like, I'm not even trying to be mean or like rude or anything like that when I say this, but like I'm surprised that you out of all people wouldn't think it's a diss
Well,
for
but-
how much you went into depth on like the 8 out of 10 diss.
Yeah, but that's different because that shit literally just happened. Like that all happened right around the same time. That's more so.
What's he say exactly? That's
He says,
Oh,
and
sorry,
I
that's
quote,
right.
"She came for me twice. I didn't even nut. What? That sounds gonna sound really weird. I didn't even nut for her once. You know I'm a pleaser. So you think that's about Kim?
Could be.
Sure, it could be. It could also be about anybody else that he name drops on any of these songs.
Yeah, I know, but like it still
Because, like,
makes
let's-
sense. And then, but the thing is like, yeah, it could be about any of the girls he's ever been with, but it also like a line or two later talks.
Yeah,
about,
sure. It's the next
exactly
2 or 3 lines, but
Yeah.
I don't.
It's
Well, let's
like
click on it. Let's see the
'cause the thing
explanation.
is like Drake isn't the kind of guy that's going to do something like that and not have mean for it to tie in together.
Sure. I
Like
mean,
he's like you. I mean, you guys will say this too. Like he's the petty king. You know what I mean? He's petty. Like he'll do shit on
yes,
purpose.
but I. All right.
Yeah,
We can just agree to disagree because I don't. I don't see that line as meaning towards Kim as much as I did the stuff on Scorpion. The stuff on Scorpion is really, really. That's very,
Brilliant.
like, yes. I don't think this is that.
See, I thought when I read when
I didn't even know that's what he said. Honestly, I didn't know he said nut.
I didn't know that either. But as I'm reading like the lyrics, the part about I should probably link with Jesus and use some Jesus. I thought that was like him trying to just joke, like that would be like us joking, be like, oh yeah, I gotta go get some cheese, right? Like, because obviously I'm fucking cheese. And there's fucking,
no, yeah, I took it the same way when I first heard it.
but
Then when he says at the end, like he wouldn't believe, like he says her at the end of it. He wouldn't believe like.
No, he says he wouldn't believe us.
Is this?
There's
us?
no her in here.
as soon as I started confessing my sins, he wouldn't believe us.
He wouldn't believe us.
So us could be maybe Kim.
Yeah.
But. If it said he wouldn't believe her, that's a little different. But us Could be him and 40. It could be because that was the rumor.
I'm actually
that
curious what makes
40 was pillow talking and told his girl about Drake's kid, and then that girl went back to somehow.
Got the push.
So I
The whole
have,
shit's a fucking.
I have 2 questions for you, Brian, about this song.
Okay.
First, what makes you not like this song as much as the other ones?
Okay, so my favorite part of it is the hook.
Yeah, why we've talked about that already. The hook is the best part.
There's days where I really like the beat. There's days I really think it's just okay.
Okay.
I'm tired of the Yeezy shit. Like,
Okay.
it's fine. Like, this is the same shit that happened with Meek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear it about it
It's
anymore.
played out.
I don't want to hear about it. You talked about it on Scorpion. You addressed it then. Be done.
Okay. I can accept. I can accept that. I'm not quite there yet, but I agree with you that I think he's drawing out.
Okay,
a
and
little
here's
bit
the
too much.
other thing. I don't like Lil Baby that much.
That was gonna be my second question. That was gonna be my second question.
He's good, but he doesn't really add anything to the song.
But,
That-
my thing with Lil Baby is, right, that's what every other Baby verse sounds like to me.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing about Lil Baby that really stands out. And we talk
feel
about
like
how
the
people
old-
say he's like the next one. And that's why I'm like,
Nah.
nah, it's Roddy, because Roddy's actually, he's got some uniqueness to him. He can do different things with
Well, the
his,
thing
you
about
know.
Baby, it's like he raps about the same stuff.
But that does-
beside like, and that's not necessarily a problem.
Yeah.
Because like consistency or whatever.
Well, I mean, look at like Future, right?
yeah.
Ain't much changing in his raps.
Yeah.
I think.
But and then like the only thing that changes will be occasionally be like a love song. But the only time like Baby really goes out and does something different is The Bigger Picture.
I would throw Emotionally Scarred in there
Yeah,
too.
oh yeah.
Like, that's my favorite. That's probably my favorite Baby
I think
song.
that's Lil Baby's
And I
best
don't-
song.
I don't inherently dislike Lil Baby. It's just not my type
I think-
of
No, I
music
like
these
Baby,
days.
but it's just it's like he's not
I think-
unique.
It's like that meme where people say, like, you click on a Baby snip and you know
yeah,
exactly
I mean,
what it
it's true, you know
sounds like.
exactly
You
what
know
it
what I
sounds
mean?
like. It's the same flow. It's the same like he just sounds like a frog kind of every time. Like,
I think.
and I like Baby, but it's just like
I think I'm a little bit like I probably like this song the most out of the 3. I would probably assume that.
yeah.
Out of the 3 of us.
The 3 of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say out of the 3. I was like,
No, of the three of us, I mean, no.
Huh.
Lemon Pepper Freestyle, 1, no,
Okay.
hands down. I think the problem that I had with Little Baby on this song is that he almost needs to, and I think this is for other songs too. I think he needs to slow down rapping just a smidge and be a little bit more like.
He doesn't
enunciate his words
Yeah, I
a little
was
bit
gonna
more
say, he
because
doesn't have
it's
clarity.
mumble rap, which is fine, but
well, it's really his accent good in the way.
Well,
That
yeah,
southern
well,
accent.
that-
40. What's that guy's name?
42 Doug.
He got the same thing.
Yeah,
Like,
well, and that's not.
I mean, so does all Migos.
but it's not as.
but you can understand the
yeah,
Migos.
it's not as
You
bad.
can
Well,
understand the Migos.
occasionally.
Well, right.
And I think 42 Doug's not Atlanta. I think he's actually Tennessee. Don't hold me to it.
Well,
Or
it's still
Memphis,
South.
Still
rather.
South.
Yeah,
Still a
yeah.
southern accent.
But regardless of the fact, I think if he slowed down a little bit and enunciated, and not that he has to, that's just me personally.
No, but it's kind of the same conversation we've had with like Party, right?
Yeah.
Where like sometimes you don't know what the fuck he's actually
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So there's sometimes I guess a difference of
Which is
what
why-
you're saying and what the voice sounds like and how the voice as an instrument sounding, not like
Yeah.
what it's saying
Well,
per se.
And which is why I think even though I love Emotionally Scarred, that's my favorite song by him hands down because of the message behind the song. But like you can clearly pick out what he is saying just about with every single word in that song. You can hear every
Mm-hmm.
syllable and every word that's being said, and that I think is my favorite part about
he
that.
got he got a couple bars in here I like the I'm not a goat but I fit the description.
Yeah,
part.
and he says
I
something.
don't think he fits the description, but that's fine.
He says. Where is it?
the Ferrari line. So I like that one too. I lost a Ferrari, lost
Oh,
a
yeah,
Vegas
there it is.
Nevada, woke
Yeah.
up the following day and went harder. I like that too.
Yeah,
But-
he said. I thought he said something else. Maybe it's a different song I'm thinking of. Cause I actually did listen to My Turn the other night.
Well, that's the other thing. Like, I don't listen to Baby like all that much. So
Oh, he says it's not really. He says, "The shit's getting deeper and deeper. I did get my shovel wasn't bent. I was broke. I had to fix it." I kind of like that because he's talking about how like he's trying to fix the situation of coming up out of like the hood and stuff.
I don't know. It just makes me laugh.
What?
I'm just reading some of this shit. It's kind of funny. I hit today, by tomorrow she miss it. This is some. I grab her neck, she look up, then I kiss it. This is fucking poetry, bro. Look at the rhyme schemes.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on.
We walking around with them bands in our britches. This gun ain't got no jam. Wait, this gun ain't gon' jam. When I blow, I ain't missing. Sounds sus as fuck. Anything else to say about Wants and Needs? I still don't know that's what the song's called.
I mean, I just feel like it's definitely the worst out of the three. Like,
Not if you'd ask some people.
well, I mean, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Ain't nothing new. Shout out Harrison.
I mean, it's the
But-
worst.
It's the worst of the three, but it's not bad.
No, right.
And another thing is just like, what does Lil Baby add to a song?
See, but if you...
I like Baby too, but what was the point of getting Baby on the song?
I mean, it could just be Drake and Baby. Or
Could just be
Oh,
Drake.
cool.
I mean, they have, what, 3 collabs together now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, Indeed was...
I would say this is their first like formal one. Like,
Yeah, you have
yes, Indeed was kind of the one where Drake's kind of given the assist and the shine
Yeah.
feature, but then they have the one Never Recover,
With
and then
Gunna, and then this is...
this is like I feel like, but this is like an actual Drake single thing that has Baby on it.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I
Because
would...
wasn't Yes Indeed a remix?
No. Yes, Indeed's on Harder Than Ever.
Yeah, I know, but I just didn't know if it was a remix or not.
No.
Unless there is an original version that we never heard without Drake on it, but I couldn't tell you because I don't really know and I don't really care.
It's still a good song though. I feel like we're taking a piss out of Lil Baby, but
Oh yeah, that's what I love to do.
it's still a good song.
Yeah, but we take the piss out of a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
And we still spin their music, so... I mean, I like Lil Baby.
Especially Logic.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, I still like Baby, but
Yeah, I mean, My Turn, like I said before, is still really good. It's just way too long. That's the only problem with it.
I mean,
you break it up. You
the-
break it up, and it's a fantastic split album.
I mean that's the thing with like a lot of artists like Lil Baby. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about runtime or how many tracks. Like they just sales.
Yeah, if you would take the best
Like
songs,
fucking
Streams.
Nav.
Not even sales anymore, it's
Yeah,
just streams.
if you would take the best songs of just not even a deluxe. Well, you can throw the deluxe in there, but if you take the best songs off of deluxe of My Turn and make it like a, I'd probably say there's
Yeah, Deluxe like a whole.
14, 15 songs probably. That would be a perfect album. It'd be fantastic, but you got 10 to 12 misses, and well, not say misses.
Well, the thing
just
is
not as good.
It's also like a lot of those guys aren't necessarily here for the artistry.
Sure,
Their style of rap's just I
a
mean,
little
it's
different.
they're not album artists. Like
Yeah,
I
no.
don't see them as album artists.
They make album, but they're more going for those hits because you got like Emotionally
Well, yeah, so
Scarred
you see-
Because
and
Gunna's not like a
and
album
Heating
rapper.
Up with Gunna, perfect example. Heating Up and We Paid.
Gunna's not an album rapper, but I think he makes better albums.
Oh,
does
for
that
sure.
make sense?
Absolutely.
Out of like people, out of guys like we think of in that category, right?
Mhm.
I would throw Thug in that category.
The Baby.
I think it's an insult to the rest of them. We put the Baby in there, but
I mean, he's catchy.
the Baby's okay. He's fine.
I really liked the Baby at first.
I
That
don't
was kinda
just
tiring.
I won't forget. Everybody doesn't fuck with Baby or Da Baby now. Y'all were listening to Suge and all that shit back then. So
Wait, why aren't they fucking with the Baby now?
because people think it's because people don't like him now and think he's corny and whack.
because
and shit.
he uses
'Cause that's what
because
hip hop does.
It's the same problem that like if Drake would do it, he uses the same sounding beats.
Oh
and
yeah,
just-
every Jetson beat sounds the same and his flow is the same every time he's on
Essentially, yeah.
yeah, pretty
it.
much.
That's the problem though, is he didn't innovate. Like Suge was cool,
But then when he does, then when he does innovate, then people don't like it.
Rockstar was different.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
Rockstar. I think
Rockstar's
Rockstar's great.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the best song on that album.
I don't hate the Baby. I mean, I just don't listen to him. I mean, that's just not my music. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Because I mean,
There's
Kirk,
people now who are like, "Oh, the Baby's whack." Like,
I mean, Kirk is sick. Whether people like them or not, Kirk is a fantastic.
there's some
album.
songs on there that I liked. Yeah, like I said, I don't really
You
listen
don't,
to them.
you don't really
much.
listen to the Baby though. You don't really listen to Little Baby either. So
I don't listen to. The only one I really listen to often is probably Gunna.
yeah, you don't even really listen to Roddy that much.
Not really, here and there, but
Roddy is probably the most talented.
Oh,
out of
I
them.
think I'm just becoming an old head, Jordan. Like sincerely, I just think
I mean, I
just stick to what I like. And,
I mean, yeah, same. I mean, I listen to Roddy.
listen, I
most.
think Roddy is going to be very, very good.
Yeah.
Definitely, even if I don't
The
listen
thing
to him that
about
much.
Roddy is like he can rap, he can sing, he's got the
Exactly.
range. Like,
Exactly.
His voice is very unique.
He does a lot of exactly.
He has a lot of
does a lot of
redeeming
different things with his
qualities.
voice, and I don't know if I necessarily qualify him as an album rapper, but
No, I wouldn't.
I think he has the ability to do
more than what he does.
I think he has the ability, like you were talking about, a 12 to 14 song album
Easily.
that's concise,
Well, I mean-
cohesive. When I say 12 to 14 album, right, or song album, I don't mean, I'm not expecting some, like Damn or like, because look at Nothing Was the Same, right?
Yeah.
We highly tout that as a classic. It's my favorite Drake album. It's not telling a story necessarily.
Mm.
Now, when you dig into songs here and there, there's some storylines to them. There's the theory that if you listen to Nothing Was the Same, there's a whole lot of beat switches almost on every song, not every song, but
I mean,
there's
same with well, there actually probably is
Look-
one on.
look
if you're
at
writing this.
yeah, but it's still not as much because if you look at the switch ups of flows and the ones on If You're Reading This, I know what you're talking about, but you think of that because the really good songs are the ones with the beat changes, right?
Yeah.
Nothing Was the Same. I think there's a lot almost in every song or transition into every song
It's
where
not the
there's
same one if you're reading this though.
No.
I don't think numbers.
Because it will.
I don't think numbers wise there is. There's what? No telling.
Well, because I mean, like from what I can think of, maybe I need to go re-listen to it again. But like almost every song, it starts out like one part will be him rapping, then it kind of switches to this more ambiotic. Beat.
Although a few of them, like 2 or 3 of them, yeah. Out of about what's on there, 16?
16
18,
sounds,
something like that.
Sounds right. 'Cause,
I'm not. It doesn't matter one way or the other. I'm just saying
Yeah, like,
Nothing Was the Same plays into
Star
the album
67.
title of it. Know Yourself.
Know Yourself.
No telling.
Um,
6 Man a little bit.
which one is it? Which fucking party one is it?
Preach. Into Wednesday night.
I'm trying to sit here and think.
That's the only.
Well, anyway, I know what you're saying about Nothing
That's what
Was-
I'm thinking. I'm trying to think.
But
which one it is.
yeah,
was
what I'm
the same,
saying
like,
is it's
yeah.
not like it. I don't need Roddy to tell a story. I just want a focused, cohesive album. That's what I want. I don't need it to be, fucking Kendrick Lamar, Black Power shit. You know what I mean? Not Black Power, but you know what I mean. Like I don't need some To Pimp Butterfly shit. I don't need J. Cole telling me a story about his brother. You know what I mean? I just need.
Mm-hmm.
I want a focused album. I don't want something that sounds like a mixtape that's disguised as an album.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
that's fair.
got a little sidetracked. I don't even know what we were talking about, baby.
We just kind of went down the.
Let's just get into it now. Lemon Pepper Freestyle, I think we all agree is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
It might still be my favorite. I don't know. My opinion will change by next week, I'm sure. I knew as soon as Rick Ross went first, I knew Drake was going to have a very good verse. Because usually Ross does eat this, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like this is quintessential Rick Ross verse.
I wish it
The
was
memes
longer.
about
Beat.
this were hilarious.
The only
Like,
thing I wish it was longer.
What were the memes?
people were just saying like Rick Ross just happy to be here. Like he just like everyone needs.
See,
to,
I think that-
people need to applaud Rick Ross because he just be ready to like lay down on the sword and shit.
I think
And it's
that's
just like they're joking around.
I was saying, I
because
think
Rick's
that's
just like they're
I
saying
think that's
like
super disrespectful.
Yeah,
So
they're
I
just
think,
saying, like,
I think
he's-
his verse is so good.
they're just saying like how Rick is like he's willing to just be on a track.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't care about being the best on it. He's just gonna come on and do what he does, and then he doesn't care if he gets out rapped or anything.
I think the
Like,
funniest thing I saw, and the most true thing I saw, was somebody said the best thing about Meek Mill and Drake
Oh, was the
reconciling
bringing back
essentially
music,
is
like, with Rick Ross. Yeah.
is that Ross and Drake got back together. Because look what we've gotten.
Oh yeah.
I mean, well, it's just what?
Money in the Grave, Gold
Oh,
Roses.
that was the other one. Money in the Grave's the one I forgot.
Lemon Pepper Freestyle.
Those are the 3.
Yeah, those were the 3.
But still. And I don't know. I guess
this is probably my favorite beat too.
it beats amazing.
The beat is. I could listen to just the beat pretty much.
Yeah.
All day.
Well, you essentially are. It's almost a 7-minute song, which I was not.
Well, we
when
talked
I
about that.
knew
We
we were
talked about
getting a 3-pack, I was like, okay. I was expecting the hit, like a God's Plan, right?
And then
Or a Money in the Grave. Well, I guess so. Like a God's Plan, a Money in the Grave, and then maybe like an R&B cut or something. I was not expecting something like this, like Drake barred up, and I don't know. I'll ask you guys: when's the last time Drake barred up like this on a song? This to me gave me. I'm not saying it's levels of the song views, but like. That's what it reminded me of, the sense that the beat's the same. It's not very complicated. It's just
So you're asking again, like, when's the last time Drake rapped like this?
on a 7-minute song.
On like a long song, where he just rapped. It's
I
not-
mean, maybe
it's
Tuscan Leather.
That's what that was the
I was
first
gonna
one.
say it's nothing on Scorpion.
That was the
No.
first.
Nothing on More Life.
Tuscan Leather was the
Well, you
first.
could argue Do Not Disturb.
Do
I
Not
guess.
Desire Disturb's not that long.
But you figure his verse on this song's only about
It's similar.
4.5.
Yeah, I
probably,
mean,
right?
if you want to
Yeah,
talk about
that's-
when's the last time...
But
That's
Do Not-
3/4 of the song.
No, but I'm saying like Do Not Disturb is
Yeah,
like 3,
I-
almost 4.
No, yeah, if you're asking...
It's in the same vein.
If you're
Yeah.
asking me the last...
Okay, so take length out of it then.
So just last time Drake has rap?
Tuscan Leather was the first song that came to my mind.
The last time Drake has rapped like that is probably Do Not Disturb, because it's nothing on Scorpion.
I don't even think Drake's rapping all like that on Do Not Disturb. Like he's rapping, but in terms of like this song compared to Do Not Disturb, this song he's rapping way more than Do Not Disturb.
Yeah,
easily.
I'd agree.
So I think it has to be even further back than that. I would think like
Then it's probably anything on Views.
I would think
It's more R&B album.
Maybe-
but there's still rap cuts there.
Well, again, the song Views,
Yeah.
Yeah.
itself.
the
I
Views is
still
a
think
good
it's criminally underrated. But
Views
that's fine.
is a good shout.
I don't because there's nothing on Dark Lane.
No, and
I was trying to sit here and think.
Nothing on Care Package.
nothing.
Yeah. Well, don't go there.
Oh well, if you want
5
to count
a.m.,
that,
4
but that's,
p.m.
Yeah, but that's like. I mean,
But yes,
those are
that's
older
why I didn't
songs,
bring it
yeah.
up. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything on If You're Reading This.
No,
Not to that extent. You
No.
could argue 6 p.m. is
Yeah.
similar.
I mean Tuscan Leather is the only one you have left then.
I was thinking you could probably pull something off of Nothing Was the Same because you have like that.
Or you could go Pound Cake.
Yeah, well that's yeah. Nothing
Same
Was the
album,
Same.
but
No,
yeah.
I like that one. Because, yeah, even that second half, that back half of it, we joke
Because
about
like Drake
it. But
raps on songs, and he's done it on Scorpion, but like what like I get what you're saying. Like this is.
But you know what I mean?
This
This
song
feels
is like
different.
peak- this is
feels
peak Drake rap.
This
Like
feels
his lyrical
to me.
lyrically wise.
This feels like a 5 a.m. type verse.
Yes, very
This
much
feels
so.
like a Paris Morton music
Yeah.
type verse. This is probably Drake's best verse he's had since probably from, I would say 2016 on.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would.
I
Agree.
mean,
because Drake has been
depends
doing,
on. I mean, it depends on how you judge verses and like back to back, right? It's not. It's probably not on paper a better verse, but what that meant at the time, you know what
You're
I
talking
mean.
about like lyrical ability.
I'm just talking, just Drake over a beat that's not very complicated.
it's a super
The
basic
beat's not
beat.
what's keeping you in here. It's what he's gonna say next, and how every time there's like just another bar and another bar, like stuff that people give Kendrick and Cole credit for, but will never give Drake credit for, even though he has done it, and we've talked about the songs where he has done it.
I just think maybe
Like-
because he doesn't do it as often.
Probably.
That's not his focus though. He's more about being an artist than a rapper.
But
Right.
the funny thing though is like he doesn't do it as often, so you think people would praise him for when he does do it, and it's the exact opposite.
Oh, see, all I've seen is praise.
No,
I haven't
no,
seen
no,
anything
no.
bad about.
No, I'm talking.
This
You,
3-pack
you're
alone.
talking about like when Drake like actually goes out and raps. I'm not talking about this 3-pack. I'm talking like if you're like Kendrick and Cole get like praised for like going out and rapping, but then if Drake does it, he gets slandered, right? I was referring to like Drake if he goes out because since he doesn't rap as much like he does on this song, when he does it, people are like, oh, it's not that good. Is what I was referring to.
He doesn't. When,
Huh?
like I'm just trying to think. Like when's the last like when would he have gotten slandered for that?
No, I don't think slander's not the right word. He doesn't get. If somebody like Cole did this, if this was Cole and Ross, you know, it probably would have gotten.
If this is Kendrick and Ross, people are praising Kendrick because Kendrick's a lyrical god and he sounds fantastic on the beat and great
Even if-
production.
Even
stuff.
if so, if you think, let me ask you this question: if you think Kendrick had the same exact verse as Drake, would the reaction be different?
I mean, this isn't. I think it.
I'm not saying
I think
what
it'd
people just hold on. I'm not saying what people are saying about this verse is bad. No, I don't think anybody's saying this song's bad.
No, I think people actually really like this
Yes.
song a lot.
My thing is, if it was Kendrick who did that verse, that second verse, everything verbatim essentially, right? I think the reaction on hip hop Twitter would be Kendrick's a fucking god, like nobody can fucking
Yeah.
touch him.
That's what
Drake's
I was
not getting that reaction.
That's what I was
You
referring
see what I'm
to.
saying?
No, I get what you guys are saying. I disagree though. I mean, I think he.
Really?
Yeah, because
Knowing everything you know about hip hop
because
Twitter.
this isn't a Kendrick verse.
That's,
Okay,
but,
but-
you take that out of it. You're missing what Brian said.
No,
Brian,
I get what you're saying, but like.
Okay, then Cole. What if we did Cole?
No, but, okay. Well, what I'm saying about why I don't know if he would get the praise like that, I'm sticking with Kendrick, is just because when you look at like I'm thinking about the precedent of like what he raps about, and the albums he's made, and like who his fans are. I feel like it would
Sure,
be,
but take all that out of consideration. General consensus of Twitter. Would the reaction be, oh my god? Take out the fact that Kendrick hasn't released a song in 9 million years, right? Or even had a verse in 9 million years,
Yeah.
except for yelling "I woke up for the money, a little bitch." That's the only thing he's done in the last like 10 years. And I still love Kendrick. I just like to exaggerate. I don't know. I guess I think that if Kendrick or Cole or
I mean, if you look at it the way you're saying, then like, I guess so. But it's like
because
that's not the way I'm looking at it.
that's fine. I'm not saying you
Yeah.
are. I'm just saying.
I'm just
Do
saying,
you think not your consensus of it, but everybody else's consensus of it would be, oh my god, this is amazing. Whereas if it's Drake, it's good, like it's really good, but it's still Drake.
Yeah, right. And
I don't know.
that's what I was referring to as a slander. It's still Drake. It's not a Kendrick or a Cole that's giving us this lyrical.
It's the people who don't like Drake who aren't willing to give him any credit for anything.
Exactly.
Is
Yep.
more so what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Even when he does something well.
Yeah.
Whereas if Kendrick would make a song that is structurally the same, maybe the verse could be different, whatever, but it's structurally the same, it would be like, holy shit, fucking.
You could put. I feel like you could
God.
put any Kendrick, whatever Kendrick wants to rap about, over that beat, and he's getting 10 times the praise, 100%. Whatever Kendrick wants to rap about.
Well, but see, this gets into what Bailey was saying. Then it's like a Kendrick verse and a Drake verse is two very different
Oh,
things.
for
right?
sure,
Kendrick
but-
beat and a Drake beat is very different too. Like you're never gonna see Kendrick really rap over a beat like this.
Sure, but if he did, I still
No,
think,
yeah, I
I
know,
still
I'm
think
just
people
saying.
would be like, yeah, this is so much better.
I agree, 100%.
But other than that, what do we want to talk about the actual song?
I think like you guys were saying, it's one of the best Drake verses in a while. And I'm not sounding like disrespect or anything. It's just
No,
really
I
good
said it's his
verse.
best since like
Yeah.
More Life. So
The Rick Ross verse is very good. Rick Ross and Drake make very good music together.
did you see the rumor that they're apparently working on an album together?
Oh, man.
Yes. Shout out Ocho Cinco.
I don't know if I actually believe that.
I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility. They pretty much have made an album with how many songs. they
That's
have at
probably
this
what it
point.
is. It's probably what it is.
And I was also gonna say that as well is this is just another great song in the catalog of Rick Ross and Drake beats. I mean Drake songs. The beat doesn't do too much, but it doesn't need to. It's a beat that Ross will always perform well on. It's luxurious.
Bro, you get a fucking piano in Rick
Yeah.
Ross. That shit
I
is
was-
fucking majestic.
I was very surprised. Not that I really care, but I was surprised that Rick went first. That's weird calling like I know him on a first name basis, but like it's
They call my man Rick.
yeah.
Yo, Rick.
Like, it's weird that like Rick
Rick.
Ross went first because
What up,
like
cheese?
from most songs, and maybe I'm wrong because I haven't listened to it many in a while, but for most like Drake, Rick Ross songs, Ross normally goes somewhere in the middle towards or the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Money in the Grave, he's in the middle. Gold Roses, he's the end, and like, granted, that's a Rick Ross song, but
I
like-
think Drake gave him that song.
you think?
I actually think that's like legit. Like, I don't quote me, but I think that was initially supposed to be a Drake song.
Oh, okay.
Same with No Guidance. That was supposed to be a Drake song too.
Oh no,
So he just out here. He's motherfucking the Canadian Santa.
Wait,
No
the-
Guidance. I didn't like it much.
you mean the
Jump.
Chris Brown song?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
just
yeah.
making sure. Just making sure.
Bro,
no,
the end of that
Oh,
fucking
come
song.
on now.
Did you see the thread I sent today?
no, oh the closer one, the one
Yeah.
that
Did
has
you
like
see that as Drake as a closer? I think that's super cool.
It's the one that has like desires and all that, and like the yeah.
Dude, the fucking Diamonds Dancing one gets me
Oh,
every fucking
do me
time.
dirty.
He said your mom would be ashamed of you.
Haven't even heard.
Like,
from
that's
me.
fucking
Not
wild.
even heard from you. Ungrateful.
But yeah, no, you're right. What's the one on Lord Knows?
Yeah.
Ross has a second verse.
Free Spirit. I think he has the
Free Spirit. He has the second verse.
Aston Martin Music. He has the second verse.
Well, Aston Martin Music, like OG. He didn't even have Drake's verse on there because he got washed.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Diced Pineapples. I don't. Again, that's a Drake. That's a Ross song. That's going back.
I feel like we're missing one.
Probably. Huh. Yeah, Drake gave Meek a fucking what's the song that Drake and Meek just did? What's the song called?
Just another 10-piece form, just to blow it in the mall. And then we
Yeah, what's that
involve.
song called?
I just. Oh my god.
Fuck. It's like, isn't it going something?
Going bad.
Going back.
Still going bad on you anyway.
That song's not very good.
It's,
I don't.
it's okay.
It's in the moment.
It's okay.
Great song.
Rico's way
You think
better.
so?
It's hype.
You
It's
like that
hype
one?
as fuck.
Rico's way
So is
better.
Rico.
Rico's way better.
Yeah.
Than
I don't even like. I don't even
have
like Rico.
good memories
like that.
of Going Bad just because that was high school basketball games and that song was on every time we went.
Yeah, so you can equate something to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I equate the hype of Drake and
Rico's a
track
banger. That beat on
Yeah.
Rico is fucking insane.
See, Brian,
That's a Drake song, by the way.
Well, of course it is. Every Drake and Meek song is a Drake song.
You don't like that beat? Oh, nah.
I mean,
You see, I'm not necessarily the biggest Meek guy, but he was like...
if you asked me, my favorite...
Like, I know, like, it's a Drake song, essentially, but, like, that when Meek starts, the way Meek comes onto that beat is very good as well.
no, see, I think Drake absolutely washed it. But
No, I don't care if you watch him or not. Like, that's not my point. Like, I agree, it's a Drake song. But I'm just saying, the way Meek comes onto that beat, he's like, was it we in the field? Like, the Eagles are, like...
Oh, yeah, when he's like...
Yeah. I'm not an Eagles fan, but it's
I used
still,
to
like...
make fun of him when I did that.
That song
I know what
is-
you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I think the best one's Amen, but...
Amen's very
that's a good
so
one, too. I actually
that is
forgot about
very
that.
young Meek. I mean, very young
Both of them.
Drizzy. Yeah.
I actually forgot about that. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
But yeah, I don't...
I'm actually kind of surprised.
You know what old Meek song I
I mean,
forgot
I know
about,
you don't listen. I mean, I don't even listen to Meek all that much either, and I could really care less about Meek, to be honest with you. But I thought you would like that one a little bit more because Drake's verse on that song.
Which one? Going Bad?
No, Rico. Going Bad's okay.
You
But
know
I like
what?
Rico a lot.
Well, I mean, the thing with Rico is Meek Mill just got hurt because Drake said to go your dreams. To me, is not even a challenge. Because Dream Chasers, like, that's... Yeah, Meek's a pansy.
I was gonna
As he pulls up on me with dirt
I
bikes.
know.
I was gonna say another like actually good like older Meek song I forgot about was Burn.
Mhm.
Yeah,
With Big Sean, right?
Yep.
DC 1 through 3 is fantastic. After that, no, I'm good. That first album's good. But other than that, I'm fine. The
now,
mixtapes are great.
Anything else on this song? Because I was gonna ask my question now.
Well, we didn't really dive into it all that much.
My one thing I want to say about the Ross verse is yes. I also like how he says biggest, you feel me.
Yeah.
Because he is the biggest boss.
Yeah.
And then the Maybach music tag is fucking legendary.
It's always like
It's fucking legendary. I don't care what anybody says.
Okay, and
Is
then
that
it's
one of the best-
instantly
is that one of
after.
the- Sorry, I didn't interrupt you. Go ahead. And I'll
It's instantly after the Maybach music tag. He goes, "Oh!" Every time that shit's legendary.
Is
bro.
that one of the like most patented like
Oh,
like
you know exactly what's about to happen.
yeah like you know what's coming? Is that like the most iconic one?
It's one of them, man. Like if
It's
you really
tough for me because I don't
You know,
I don't
Rick Ross
singularly
about to start
love
rapping.
when it's on a Ross song. Yes, I don't singularly love like Meek like that. I don't love Wale like that. I don't even know who else is on MMG at this point. I think that's it.
When I hear that
But,
Maybach
like-
music tag, I immediately think of Rick. I don't think of anyone else.
Oh, me
And
too.
I like Wale. Like, I'll
Oh, I
listen
love
to
Wale too. Yeah,
Wale
he's a poet.
too.
He's an actual poet.
Wale can rap.
And he got a fucking crazy sneaker collection.
yeah, his sneaker collection is
Wale,
insane.
the best rapper on that label, easily. Shout out Rick though.
Rick's a genius.
Oh yeah,
First
Rick
and
is-
foremost. And
Dude, Rick Ross used to be a police officer.
Listen to
He's
his-
made a career off of talking about thug shit. That shit's legendary.
listen to
My man jumped off the bridge for a speeding ticket, bro. You can't tell me Rick Ross is
remember
not
that-
goaded,
Bro, do you
bro.
remember the music video where he jumped off the bridge?
That's
too?
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that shit's
Bro, you
legendary.
can't tell me Rick Ross is not the fucking GOAT, bro.
And that's when he was fat.
Bro,
Yeah.
we still,
Shout out
to
to-
this day. Till this day.
Shout
bro.
out to
No,
Pears.
listen. I love Ross. Go back and listen to like Teflon Don.
Oh,
That
yeah.
production is still fucking
Bro,
luxurious.
my
Like,
man Rick Ross, like
that was
we-
like 2010.
Like we gotta really talk about how legendary Rick Ross
That's why I
is.
think
My man was bulling in a car, fat as fuck, with another fat as fuck man named DJ Khaled. Got pulled over for a speeding ticket and did the fucking dash off the bridge like it was GTA. Like, can we not talk about how epic that is?
he's a legend, man.
Shout out Rick, man, showing out for all the fat people everywhere. We love you for what you do.
Yeah, but he's not fat anymore, bro.
Bro, he's still fat.
That boy eating pears. He
Shout out
Shout
all
out
the Pears.
bro.
But I like how he still talks that big boss shit in here. Like, he still weighs like he's
Shout
still
out
big.
all the Pears.
What do you think he was at his peak? Like,
Bro, my man had to be at least 400, right? Like,
Nah, I'd probably say like 350.
you think?
Yeah.
That's fair.
damn, bro.
Um,
Someone really had to do his tattoos as well.
Yeah.
They got that bread.
Yeah.
Hold on, go back up.
Uh-huh. What was the bar? What was the Drake bar that did it for you on this one?
I don't know. They were all.
Because me, it was the whole taking his kid to school.
That one, I love that bar.
That's my favorite.
I love
that
that bar.
whole entire scheme where he's
I love-
like, drop my little man off at school. By recess, I already made another meal. And then I come back and pick him up at the end. And then he says something about...
Just-
He said something about a bunch of the suburban.
oh, and then he says about...
right here.
yeah, he said, teacher-parent meetings was just like parent-teacher conferences. And, you know that. wives get googly-eyed regardless of what their husbands do to provide. They asking if I know Beyonce and Nicki Minaj. And he says that stupid, like, of course, that he always says.
I gotta make a self little diss, because I chuckled at this, but flooded French immersion with the Secret Service, that shit cracked me the fuck up, dog. That shit cracked me
Oh,
up.
yeah, we know.
That
We
shit
know.
cracked me up.
And
But-
then he says, if this is your hobby, then come and meet your maker. Like, I mean, champagne ringing bells in the streets of Jamaica.
He says...
Oh, how could I forget? My city
Say
loved me like I'm DeMar DeRozan. I mean, come on.
Right.
As soon as I heard that, I'm like,
I sent her
it's
the
done.
child support, she sent me the heart emoji, like, that shit's fucking goated. But what's he say? He says,
Like I said, we're all grateful for Yeezy, or
he said,
me the most or some
signed,
shit.
sealed, delivered, I fucked the notary public, she with me sign off on some undeniable
Undeniable.
numbers. Like, that shit is amazing.
A lot of good bars. It was a lot of funny schemes.
Like, those subtle bars, too, but, like, you really gotta, like, listen to hear it. That sounds so fucking dumb.
He's also talking about shit that I have no idea what he's talking about. Like, this whole thing right here about Hamadan Muhammad and Mansur Muhammad and Dubai and some Dubai shit.
Some rich people shit.
I have no idea, but I'm like, yeah, this shit slaps, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. I don't have much else to say. Air Canada Center, which isn't even Air Canada Center anymore. It's now Scotiabank Arena.
Did you see the meme that was
Insane.
like it was like the Nova Scotia Arena or Bank Arena when they heard like Drake make the Air Canada reference?
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
What do you think? I saw some people. The only thing that I saw of this song.
Oh, I wanted to ask a question. Continue.
Maybe we're asking the same question.
Probably. You talking about the dick line?
No.
Okay. Ask your question first.
The only thing did you think the instant noodle sriracha line was corny? Like that little segment, the one where he's like, instant noodle sriracha, I still taste it. He says something like, or it's right here. When Mama was too tired to cook, we had the basics. Instant noodle sriracha, I still taste it. Like, do you think that like is corny? Because people were like, from what I saw, like a little bit on my Twitter, people were clowning that.
I got to the point. I was at that point. I was still vibing, so I didn't give a fuck.
I don't know if it's
But
corny.
it wouldn't surprise me. People would be upset with that.
I mean, Drake wasn't broke, but he wasn't rich either.
Yeah.
His single parent,
Hmm?
dad living in fucking Tennessee. Mom had to do what she had to do.
His dad a legend.
His dad fucking looked like a pimp.
Yeah, I think he probably was. That's the other. The only thing that made me say, "What?" is when he said, "And my dick feel better when you drunk right."
That shit's funny to me.
That's just weird.
It is, but what the-
That shit's funny to me. It
What
makes
the
no
fuck?
fucking sense, but it's
A
funny.
man started spitting and then he started talking about his dick and a drunk girl.
but
That's like wet dreams level of what.
but like
What did he say exactly with that whole little skit there?
nothing. It has nothing to do with anything.
No, I know. What he says. Where's that at?
Is it maybe because like the girl likes him more when he's drunk, so
Could-
like the
Because I thought he
sex
said.
feels better?
Because I thought he said something
Quote,
about
unquote.
like see like in this morning we like look at the sunrise or some shit.
Well, it was
like
right
that.
after. Yeah, there's something about sunrise right
Where-
here. Spend nighttime staring at the sunrise.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong part. I'm looking down here because he's.
But that's still. I
I'm
mean,
looking
that's
down
like,
here because he's talking about some big booty frames and big body frames and car racing and shit. I'm
My
like,
man
okay.
said big booty frames.
Yeah.
That's what he's thinking about.
What can I say?
Oui, oui.
Croissants.
I don't even know, bro. Relax.
Anything else you guys want to say on the song?
I just didn't need that line in there.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything else.
Because I want to
I want to know what your
ask
question
a
is.
question.
Do you think? Let me guess. Can I guess your question?
Sure.
Do I think this is gonna be on Certified Lover Boy at all?
No.
Okay. That's what I thought your question was. Go ahead.
Do you guys think this is what the album's gonna sound like? These 3 songs. Because this is not what people are predicting the album was gonna sound like before these 3 songs.
Jordan, I'll let you go first. 'Cause I have to think.
Take in mind the lead single as well. Because we know that will be on the album. So we get these 3 songs.
Oh, I also.
It doesn't sound anything like Laugh Now Cry Later. No, none of them do.
But I would argue Laugh Now. Let me try that again. Laugh Now, Cry Later. I would argue sounds a lot like What's Next.
Yes, I'd agree, 100%.
Just the way the beat is. It's more upbeat.
I mean, it's more upbeat.
It's more
but
fuzz.
I would.
Yeah, that's true. But I think What's Next has a darker tone to it.
Okay, but true.
See,
but
I don't think so.
I
I
think
I would
don't
say
think
that-
there's much dark about What's
I would
Next.
say.
Yeah, maybe it's
In
the
terms
hard
of-
808 in the background. Like the
I would
hard
think
beat,
that.
You know what I mean?
I don't think it's supposed
Yeah,
to
okay,
sound.
I see that.
I don't think it's supposed to sound dark, but I would agree that What's Next has a little bit of a
eerier tone.
Eerier
to it,
tone.
yeah.
However, you compared it to being video
Really?
game. Just a little bit. Just
I
a
don't
little
hear
bit.
anything eerie with What's Next. That's
Just a
interesting.
little bit.
Just because of the beat in the background, but
No, it's
the
interesting.
video,
I wanna go back-
like
I wanna
the
go
video
listen
game
again.
synth or whatever you want to call it, kind of
Well,
brings
and, but
it
you
to
see,
life
like
as
when
well.
I think when you say like video game synth, that's immediately what I thought of like Laugh Now Cry Later with Laugh Now Cry Later.
It's hard to say.
Jesus Christ, yeah, it is.
It's really hard to say.
But like because you get that like boom.
Uh-huh. You even have a hard 808
I mean, that
in
just made
that
me
too.
think band. That didn't make me think video game.
See, I thought video games
Yeah.
because like you beat a boss, it's like but it's like
Yeah.
That's
Laugh
what I
Now Cry
thought
Later
of.
did sound very victorious to
Yes.
me.
Mhm.
That's interesting. I'll go back and listen to What's Next and see if that changes at all.
Back to my question though, do you guys think this,
It's kinda
including Laugh Now Cry
I'll
Later,
go first because you asked.
Of what you think
I think it's
albums
kind of
sound
hard
like.
because they all sound different, and it's hard because like granted maybe they sound
I really hope. We'll continue.
it could sound like them, but I'm not because like we said that he said that Not Around is going to be on there. Now Bailey obviously has only
Yeah.
heard it once, but
Well, I
like
know
Not
what it
Around
sounds
doesn't
like.
really sound like any of those either.
No.
So
So we know we don't know if either of these three are, but we know Laugh Now Cry Later will be, and we know Not
the
Around
only
will
one
be.
that I could say
I don't think any of these will be on the album.
no.
Mm.
I don't want them to be. There's no reason. It's on
Well,
its
nothing
own
from
thing.
Scary Hours 1 was there? Was on it, was
God's
there?
God's Plan was.
Well, besides God's Plan, but that was,
It was
like,
just- it was
given.
Diplomatic Community then, so it was only one
Yeah.
other song. That's probably the last time Drake's rapped.
Yeah, I
like
forgot about that, yeah.
Well, no, Muerta too.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
I forgot about
America.
those. Good call.
I forgot.
Um,
Oh yeah, because that's with Money in the Grave on that. What's that? Best in the
Championship
World?
pack. I call it the championship pack because it was a great night for me.
Oh yeah, that's
Raptors won the
Raptors
finals,
won.
and then midnight New Jersey. I was like, oh fuck, I was drunk. I was like, this is great.
Yeah, Murthy, he does be. I have to correct-
Muerta and Diplomatic Community would fall in nicely with those. Yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
That's a good show.
I rescind my statement that he hasn't rapped this good since 2017 or before 2017.
I'm curious what you
know.
think.
I don't know if I hope there's not like a wants and needs on there. Like I don't need. I really don't. If you ask me, and maybe we can just kind of go into when we think we're getting Certified Lover Boy and what we think that now is.
Well, we're getting it before the month ends, correct?
No,
We're not getting it till summer.
no.
I don't think we're getting it till summer.
You think? When do you think this number?
He loves June.
I'm thinking the same thing. He loves.
I think it could be. I think it's
Someone needs
because
to fucking drop.
Well,
Like, I'm getting
because
tired of this shit.
he gave us 3 songs, so
Yeah,
it's
but
just
I
a holdover.
I need somebody to drop an album, like someone
know-
that
I
I,
know what
actually
you-
think is a talented artist that actually drop music.
I know what you mean, but like, this is again just to hold us over. At least he gives us shit to hold us over. You know what I mean? Like my man Kendrick, he's still fucking hibernating or some shit. I don't know what he's doing. I think maybe we'll get Certified Lover Boy if we're lucky, like earliest April. I'd be fine with that.
I don't think.
So do you think we were ever going to get this album in January?
No.
No, I think something happened where he. Well, I don't know if you guys saw like the
People-
OVO Sound thing that he did on Sirius now that I guess is on Sirius, where he said like that injury actually really fucked him up more than just physically, like it mentally fucked him up because you can't really do much without your knee. For as much as people wanted to clown him
I was
for
gonna say
it,
like people were clowning the shit out of him and like.
you really fuck up your knee. That
have you
changes
ever
your
been
day to day
fucking
life.
injured where you can't fucking walk like that?
No,
shit,
it's fucking Twitter. It's a bunch of suburban white kids like
that
us.
shit's
Like
fucking brutal.
That being said, I think there must have been a vision change or something that went into the album that he just didn't feel. Because he said he said he doesn't have a date, but it's being chefed up, meaning I think it's still just, I think it's in the
Being
final
mixed.
stages, like mastered.
mastered,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's where we're at. I think too, I think a big part of it, I think I said this to you, is I think all these artists are still hinging on what next year looks like as the planet, as the country, as of COVID, as
Well,
of
I mean,
touring.
I
I think that's like
That's a possibility, but
One of
I
the
think
major
they need
things.
to realize the fact that like it's going to be even longer than next year before everything. We're not going to have
sure, but a guy like Drake, you don't have to. There's no reason he needs to drop right now.
All I'm saying is
Because these artists put a lot of money into not only the album, but what comes with the album, the tour, the
and
merch,
Yeah,
all of
I know that.
So,
And what I'm saying is, what a lot of these artists are going to realize is you're not going to be dropping for maybe 2 more years because who knows when it's going to be back to normal. Because it's not going to be next year either.
sure, that's why I'm saying it's
Well, I
probably
think
a
we'll
reason
start to.
for.
Well, I think.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, if that's the case, like, we're not getting any music for a while.
Well,
Like,
I'm
if
not
these
gonna go
people really
down
wanna
the.
wait.
I'm not
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
not
go
saying
down
that's
the
the main
whole,
reason, but
I'm not going to go down the whole COVID thing, but I think we're going to start seeing some normalizing at
well,
the
you see sports.
well, that's what I mean. Sporting events are starting to open up slowly. People are finally starting to get vaccinated.
Well, I mean, concerts are gonna have to be back next year. I mean, I assume so.
I
Unless they
would-
really want to push back the
I think-
Weekends tour again.
I
No,
think they will.
I think they'll be back next year because if
You're
you
still
can
gonna be
get-
wearing a mask and you're still gonna have to socially distance somehow. But I think, fingers crossed, because I mean, regardless if you think it's political or whatever, I don't frankly care. I just want life to get back to normal and we
Yeah.
can go do fun things again.
Yep.
Essentially, is what it comes down to.
Yep.
But I think that's a big part of it because Drake's gonna tour this album, so he wants to make sure that that money he puts on booking and now we're talking about Drake, right? Dude's got fucking more money than he knows what to do with. But still, same with The Weeknd. That's why he doesn't want to cancel the tour because he puts so much money into it, and this is where they make a lot of their revenue back.
Yep.
Because you think how much merch we buy, So
I
think
bought a
of
lot
every
of
time
Weeknd
somebody
merch.
buys a Drake hoodie at the tour. I'd say it's $100, right? Think how many people go to see a Drake show. So that stuff adds up quickly. So
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
that's probably part of the reason too.
Plus
But I
ticket
think.
sales.
Right, yeah, 'cause I don't know what the splits are like, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
You
but
know how
you're
that goes.
making
'Cause
more-
Drake gets a lot to do a show, I'm sure.
Oh,
Probably more money than I'd ever seen in my life just to do the Wells Fargo Center.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, that's a hell of a stadium to pick too, because like Harrison said the other night, it's like the second biggest stadium in basketball.
Mhm. and he'll do something like that like 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Back
I
to
think
back
that's
typically,
so I
yeah.
think it's a combination of the vision or what he had on it he didn't love or he was still working on it, the injury, and I think just the pandemic and when are we going? What's the
think-
plan? Because the rollout is not just here's the track list, here's the cover, here's the album.
Yeah.
The rollout's here's the track list, here's the cover, here's the album, here's the tour dates, here's the tour, here's the stage, here's the music videos. All of that is
Here's the
the
merch
merch.
to go
All of
along
that
with
goes
the
into
tour.
one. So
Yeah.
something got fucked up along the way, and I don't mind waiting. I get what you're saying because just like you, I want this album more than anybody. But like, if he gives me another Nothing Was the Same, then I don't give a fuck how long I wait for.
I'm sorry, I'm just smiling because I thought of the meme.
Oh, about the knee?
No, you.
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but I never answered the actual question.
Going.
Um,
Well, you kind of did.
Yeah, but I didn't fully answer how I
Yeah.
wanted
Just,
to.
I just need.
I think it's gonna sound more like I said. I don't want a once in needs. Like I don't need a little baby feature. If I get any features on Certified Lover Boy, it better be like fucking The Weeknd or like something crazy like Kanye, which won't happen.
I'll take
but
another Rick Ross.
Wayne Party.
Nah, I'm cool off.
I'm straight on both of them. I don't need any features.
I'm
The
cool.
only feature I absolutely dearly want is a Weekend feature, and the Ariana Grande rumors are very interesting. I would love to see what that sounds like. I don't think that's real.
I don't need a feature, but if I do get features, I'd like to see a Wayne. I'd like to see
Nah.
a Party.
It'd have to be that level. Nobody below that. No fucking.
What if we got like? What if we got like? That sounded weird. What if we got like a Drake and Roddy?
Nope.
You wouldn't be happy with
Nope.
that?
I don't want Roddy on here.
Mm-mm.
I don't want it.
Serious.
I think your Drake
I
and
just
Roddy
have-
song would be cool, but I don't
But-
think
but
I
see,
need him
the-
on a
the Drake
studio
and-
Drake album.
The Drake and Roddy song would have been for Darkland demo tapes. See what I'm saying? Like that tier project. It's not a studio album. It's here's a bunch of shit I just had. Here you go.
It's a single or something that Roddy would
Maybe.
put on a
Because
project.
what I want from a Drake album is I want a views level at the minimum. I want Certified Lover Boy to be that good. Look at views. There's really not that many features. It's Party. It's Division. It's Rihanna.
You know, give me Rihanna and Drake again.
And if you count Pimp C, but Pimp C's dead, so is Pimp C dead?
Mm.
I think he is. So and
I
nothing.
mean, if
same
you
with
look at
Nothing Was the
Scorpion. Like if you look at Scorpion, he had Jay Z.
and Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
And same with Nothing Was the Same.
yeah, he had Jay Z.
Janae Aiko,
Yeah,
Jay Z.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No, it was the dude on
Oh, Common.
Yeah.
Or Detail.
No, Detail, but he also has what's the dude on 4422?
That's More Life.
Yeah, I know, but what's the guy's name?
Sampha.
He's on
Oh, yeah. But he's not credited.
no,
Too much.
Too Much. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, what song is that? Too
Yeah,
Much.
but that's fine.
Yeah,
But I
if you-
don't
he
need...
really doesn't do a lot of features.
Take
on
Care
his
is probably the one with the
projects.
most. Rihanna,
Yeah.
Nicki, Ross,
Wayne.
Wayne, Andre 3000.
Yeah, but it's all big names.
But it's fine if there's
Yeah,
features on it. It's
yeah.
fine. But I don't want these fucking B tier guys. I don't
Yeah,
want
you-
Baby. I don't want
you-
Roddy. I don't want fucking. I don't want fucking Roy Woods. I wouldn't. Division's interesting for me. I guess you count Majid Jordan. I mean, like, I want this to be a through and through Drake, like.
See, it's interesting you say that because I know for a fact, and I've known you long enough, that if we would get like a Drake and a Division or a Drake and a Roy Woods songs, and that shit would bang, you would be happy.
Sure, but
I get what he's saying though. That's the type of song that's going to be on their project to boost their streams because a Roddy Ricch is not going to boost Drake. I
disagree.
Okay,
completely.
so Roddy and
I disagree
Roy
with
Woods
that.
are Roddy and Roy Woods are a little different.
Like
Roddy
Roddy
has more draw to the newer crowd, but But it's not like a Drake song with Roddy is going to get played probably a little bit more than anything else on the album, but I don't think it's going to be that different because Roddy's on it. Does that make sense?
I get what you're saying, but I think Drake is so big that
I get what you're saying. That's why I said I don't really need.
Like the only people.
But see, you like Roddy more than the rest of us.
No, I mean,
if you were a Roddy fan, so of course you're gonna like. You would say that's gonna, play a lot better because you know more people that listen to Roddy more.
Well, I would just say that
Whereas again, it goes back to me just not listening to these guys like that.
I would just think if Drake has even just like a B tier, whoever you want to call B tier artist on that, right?
Yeah, but I'm not trying to be like a dickhead,
No,
but
no,
A tier is a very exclusive
I agree. 100%.
Jay-Z, Weeknd,
I agree,
Ariana Grande level of artist.
I agree 100%. Even if you have like a B tier artist, you're pulling in people that might not listen to Drake or might not. Granted, that sounds so dumb to say, but you might not listen to Drake or you might not like Drake, but they're on the song like, hey, I like them a lot. Go listen to the song. Oh, that song's actually really good. Then it gets played more. That's where I'm coming from.
Sure,
Because,
but how many people do you think are Roddy Ricch fans that don't listen to Drake? Like, what's that Venn diagram? Because I don't know. I mean, I'm just genuinely curious.
I have no fucking idea.
I think it has to be. It has to be pretty much overlapping.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, I think everybody listens to Drake. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I think everybody listens to Drake. As we've seen, these fucking 3 songs are gonna go fucking number 1. So I don't. To Bailey's point, nobody he puts on a song is going to. Well, let me rephrase that.
That's not true. Yeah,
Because if he puts The Weeknd on a song, everybody going to that one first.
It depends. It depends on the artist he put on. If he puts on a like you said, like a Rihanna. If he puts on
a Riri feature would be sick. We won't get it, but that would be sick.
If a Rihanna, I think Wayne still has a major pull, but I think a lot of people that listen to Wayne listen to Drake already.
Well, it's because that's like the father and the son.
Jay-Z, I think the same thing. They've teamed.
Isn't Jay-Z didn't he retire?
Jay-Z's never retired.
Okay, but
it's the same thing. It's like a lot of those guys who listen to Jay-Z listen to Drake as well because they've already heard previous songs.
Okay, but let's.
If you put on a guy like you said, Brian, we won't get this. Ye would actually have some pull.
That shit would be. Imagine if the fucking first track.
It's a hidden feature.
What if the whole album's hidden features, and Kanye just has an interlude?
It's just easy. It's literally just called.
It's just them having a conversation.
It's called Jesus interlude.
Jesus interlude.
Let's go
That's
back.
what I was gonna say.
Because now I'm genuinely curious. You say you want a Riri feature, but let's go back and look at the Drake songs with Riri, right? Take Care.
Mm-hmm. No, don't say her and slander it. No, you're not doing this.
It's
You're
good.
not doing this. You're going to sit here. You're pulling at me and saying shit you don't actually believe. Take Care is fantastic. What are you talking about?
Okay, sure, it's fantastic.
I'll agree with Too Good.
But
Too Good's not that great.
And Work is good, but it's just.
Oh my god.
It's good, but Drake's verse is really good. But
what about What's My Name?
Okay, I actually forgot about that. To be fair, I forgot about
the
that.
The thing
that
is, though, and it's like I get what you're saying. Like you can question the quality of Rihanna features, but it's still fucking Rihanna.
See, but that's my thing, though. But if you have Riri on a song and it's not good, would you really want that?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, because it has potential.
So you have the potential Roddy to be good. See, that's contradiction.
The song with Rihanna would definitely be like.
Okay, hold on. Time out. Let me insert something into the conversation that might clear it up a little bit. Would it make sense to you if I said having Rihanna on a Drake song makes for a better Drake song than having Roddy on a Drake song?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense, but I still think that's contradicting.
But you can sit there and say anybody on a song could be bad and it'd be a bad song.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. So I think you just got to be more open is what I'm just that's all I'm saying.
Listen, that's fine. I don't mind hearing a Roddy and Drake song. Just don't put it on the album.
Yeah, it's not.
Do it on the deluxe, or put it out on this, or or just put it out later before the tour to boost the tour. If I look at this, I see Roddy's on there. I'm like, okay, I don't know what to expect from that. Could it be fantastic? Absolutely. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying I wouldn't prefer to have Roddy on the album. On a Drake album, from what I want it to be, I don't want Roddy on there.
Maybe I'm just going a little bit more open-minded.
Well, your expectations might be a little bit different too.
Like if you're looking at like Drake's albums throughout all of his albums, like the artists that are on there, like Will Bryant saying they're huge artists. Like I personally don't think Nicki Minaj is that good, but like the push she had at the time, exactly.
Yeah,
so
sure.
it's like. Roddy
But then you could argue
there
right
yet.
now, Roddy at the time is one of the biggest artists in the world.
I don't think
One of the most popular, absolutely in rap. Absolutely he is.
I don't know.
Not for again, not for you and me. We're not spinning Roddy much, but numbers don't lie.
No, I'll spin Roddy, but Roddy is not gonna get that kind of Nicki like that.
You don't-
2013 Nicki pool.
You're
Roddy
not
don't
getting.
got that.
You're no artist.
not to that extent,
No artist
yes.
just gets a billion.
But it's not. I don't think it's far fetched that it's similar. Because Baby don't have that pool.
No, Baby don't got that pool. No.
So what stops? I mean, I'm just saying, I want a cohesive Drake album. So I don't think a song with Roddy Ricch can.
Now that I would agree
Yeah, that
with.
doesn't
That
make
I would
sense.
agree that a Drake
That's
cohesive,
more what I'm getting at
a
when I
cohesive
say.
Drake album would be better with less features. That I agree
Mm-hmm.
with.
And the features that are sprinkled in, I think, are Rihanna.
Yes, that I
I
would
think
agree
a
with.
Weekend. I
Yes.
think even an Ariana Grande.
Yes, I would agree
would
with that.
fit the mold of a Drake album
Yes.
and a Drake song better than like
Okay.
Roddy Ricch or
Yeah,
Yeah,
Baby
that's why I
or
said like a Drake feature would make more sense on a Drake and Roddy song would make more sense on a Roddy album.
Mm-hmm.
Just because
because
of the
everything
kind
that boosts that makes Roddy's project better.
yeah, and
More
exactly.
people are going
Yeah,
there.
and the thing is, it's like it's like I'm not trying to disrespect Roddy.
No, it's-
either.
it's not
It just
disrespectful
doesn't make
because
sense,
Drake-
but it's like you said, like cohesiveness. It definitely would make more sense for that to be on a Roddy project.
And listen,
than
I would totally
the
love
type of
if
song that you're. Gonna
I would
get
totally
with
love
Roddy.
if Roddy's on there and totally proves me wrong and the album's still fantastic.
Like
and
you
the
said,
song's
Deluxe
fantastic.
would make sense as well.
But I just
See, I'm played out on deluxes. Like they're
Okay,
good.
but
yeah,
they're
you're gonna
good.
get 'em.
okay. Deluxe as in Nothing Was the Same Deluxe where there's 3 songs.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Not like fucking here's another album, although we would eat that up.
Yeah,
Let's
I
be
mean,
real.
sure, yeah, of course.
So, I mean,
we're fucking Drake stands.
We can sit here and say
I don't
we're
think
tired of
anyone does
deluxes,
that.
but
I wouldn't want to see anyone do that. I mean, I spin deluxes of artists that I like, but if it's like,
he's not going to give you a deluxe.
well, I know he won't do that. But if it's like another album like Nav, Shove It, Bro, like,
Well, yeah,
I won't listen to the first
But Nav
one.
isn't even interesting enough to listen to for like 3 songs, let alone a whole fucking album,
Right.
let alone 2 whole albums.
Yeah.
right.
I think the album will sound more like Laugh Now, Cry Later and What's Next. And then I think everything else is going to be R&B. I think we're getting a lot of R&B. I don't know why.
What makes you think that?
Because it's called Certified Lover Boy. It's
Well, what about Scorpion Screams R&B?
what?
Okay, so you said Certified Lover Boy sounds like an R&B tape to you. What about Scorpion sounds like R&B? Credit
Nothing,
is
it's a
two
double
sides.
disc.
Yeah. But I'm just saying from the name.
I don't know. I just have a
that.
sense we'll get more R&B. I don't know shit about shit.
Well, yeah, none of us do.
I think it's going to be a very Nothing Was the Same type album.
So
I think
it'll be a
that's
good mix.
the balance of it.
Would you classify Scorpion as R&B?
The second half is.
Sure, but again, it's a dual album.
Well, it's a double. Yeah, it's a double
Yeah.
disc. So
But I wouldn't classify Scorpion as R&B.
just the second half.
Yeah, but I'm talking Scorpion.
Well,
As a
right,
whole.
right.
I
But
would
not pop R&B album.
he's saying what does the name Scorpion give off that's R&B?
Yeah, because he said Certified
Nothing,
Lover
but I
Boy
don't
gives
classify
off
But Certified
R&B.
Lover Boy definitely gives off more R&B.
No, yeah, okay. What I mean by that is like when you said you think you'll get R&B because of the name. What about the name Scorpion made you think
No,
that
it's.
you were going to get
I,
R&B? You know
I
what
see what you're saying. Like I said, I'm
Yeah.
just guessing. I don't have.
No,
any
yeah,
idea
no, I'm
about
just
shit.
clarifying because I don't know.
And again,
What I was saying?
Scorpion's a double disc. So
Or
that-
even like
No, because I don't get what you're saying because I didn't look at Scorpion and think we were getting R&B.
no, that
no, I didn't either.
no.
That's
What
what I
I'm
mean,
saying
that's
is
why I'm
Brian
confused.
said,
But
from
but
the-
he's saying because half of it is R&B.
yeah, because you got a lot of R&B.
Right, but we didn't know. Like we didn't speculate that Scorpion was going to be R&B.
we didn't know Scorpion was going to be double disc.
Well,
until-
that's my
until
point.
the
Though. It's
billboards.
like, what about the
But-
name makes like? Why would you just base it off the name? Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Like,
I'm just saying because it's.
Oh, okay. I
Okay,
get
you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Just
I get what you're
because-
saying.
I'm saying because it's Certified Lover Boy.
I get what you're saying. You're
That
saying
we would probably get some
why are we
R&B.
assuming
Off
that?
the name, yeah.
I got you. Okay.
Because
I'm
with
with you
Scorpion,
now.
you would have assumed
I'm with you.
you
I'm
get
with you. I'm
R&B.
with you. I'm with you.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I got you now. Okay. I don't know. I think we'll get I don't even know if we'll get it in the summertime. I think we'll get like another like single off the album before.
I think this is it.
You think?
It has
He's
to
dropped
be it.
so much.
And if he does anything, it's going to be Not Around as the single. But like,
I mean-
just save it at this point. Just
Can we
Cause
go quick check what time we're?
Because I'm thinking we're getting like another. Because like you figure for For Scorpion, we got I'm
3.
Upset,
Mhm.
Nice for What,
Mhm.
and
God's Plan.
yeah, but we had right, God's Plan. So I'm thinking, I think we get another. I
You
think
think he drops a 4th song before
no. I will.
That's the thing.
Well, these are. We don't know if
a
these.
5th song actually?
We don't even know if these are.
No, but what?
But I'm referring.
Why
to,
would you drop? My thing is, I wouldn't drop another single right after a 3-pack. I would just let this be the
Well,
holdover.
we don't
to
know
the
when we're
album.
getting it though.
Sure,
So I'm
but if we get it in
speculating-
2 months, you don't
I'm-
need another song.
Well, I'm speculating it's not going to be 2 months.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he gives us another single or not.
I could see. I'm not saying it happens. I could see another single and then we get the album.
I could just see him honestly, and we'd all be wrong, and him just put the track list out in another 3 weeks, and the album's out.
It could happen
I
too.
mean, that's kind of how Scorpion happened.
That's
and
right. That's how Scorpion happened.
Yeah, I just think the rollout thing's just
Yeah, that was
different
all
this
like
time.
quiet, and then he was just like, "Yeah, here's Scorpion."
Here's a bunch of billboards. We're
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Yep.
All right. So, you guys have anything else to say about the album? Because I can end it with a few things I wanted to talk about that we saw on Twitter. I know we're at 120 already.
Nope, go ahead.
But,
Take us home, BG.
So, just a couple things that we saw on Twitter I figured we'd discuss besides something that isn't about Drake. Which isn't anything negative. But,
No, I didn't take it.
It was
So,
episode
okay.
36, so
yeah. So, what
This
do
is
you
the Drake
guys...
Bettis episode.
no, it's the
What
Drake
do you guys
episode.
think about Sahai the Prince saying that Kanye is working on Donda? And once the divorce is settled...
Wasn't that was the one that he had wanted to put out before Jesus is King?
That was
Oh.
Yandi. Donda is the one that Blood...
Wash us in the blood. Wash us in the
Oh,
blood.
Washes in the blood,
oh my
and then
God.
that one snippet about
Oh,
his mom,
yeah.
and you heard, like, what could
I
possibly
actually
be
forgot about
Kendrick
that. Was
in
the one that came
background.
out last year. We talked about that last year, right?
Yes,
That was in the basement.
yes. It's so to fully read it. This is from All of Hip Hop. It's Justin Sahai the Prince has confirmed that Kanye West is still working on Donda and will fully focus on that after his divorce with Kim. The album will still be released. Personally, I talked to this about Brian. I didn't say this to you, and you'll find it funny. If this came from anyone besides Kanye, I believe it. That's why I believe it, because it came from Sahai. If this came from Kanye, I would not believe this.
So my question is are you asking
Do you believe
are
this
we
is true?
are we getting it? Like you're asking like are we getting it this year or just as like a
No, do you think we'll actually get the album? Because we were supposed to get Yandi and never got Yandi.
I
And there were
think-
snippets and all this kind
Oh,
of
that
shit.
that could be that's a
Do you think-
slippery slope.
Oh wait, okay. Let me clarify. Do you think we're getting this going to get very into the
Do you
weeds
think we're really going to get an album?
at all, or this year?
Yes. Do you think Donda will actually be released? Or do you think, like, Yandi will be scrapped?
I think it's hard to say because dude, divorce settlements can get fucking long.
I don't think. I think we'll get an album. I don't think it'll be called Donda.
You don't think we'll get Donda?
No.
No,
I think it'll be
I think
essentially what Donda is, but like I said to you, I think it'll be either.
I could see us getting another Kanye project next year, maybe 2 years.
I hope so, because, like, bro, like, could you imagine, because he released that video with that snippet of what could possibly be Kendrick Lamar, and that shit sounded great. And the fact that we may never get that, I'd be sick. But no, I do think we'll actually get an album, and the only reason, like I said, I think that this is true is because Sci-Hi said it and not Kanye. If Kanye said it, I would think he's capping out the ass.
but like I said to you, Kanye still gotta finish the album. and put
Yeah,
it out,
I know,
so-
but I'm just saying, but Sci-Hi wouldn't just be speaking out of his neck for no reason, is my point. Kanye
No.
does that shit on the daily.
That's true, but then again,
Or
you know,
anytime he gets
if he's
some
trying to
public
get
eye.
some relevance back towards Kanye, and, you know, get
Yeah,
show
but
some
Kanye
love.
doesn't need relevance. Like, he's that type of artist.
Like
When
I've
he drop,
said
people will listen to it.
numerous times when it comes to Kanye, when he releases, he'll release, and I will listen to it. I don't believe anything until it's on my phone. I'll leave it at that. Although I would love some like 808s Part 2 shit, but that's,
Yeah, I would honestly, I'd like another Kanye.
if he has a
album.
chance to really focus on an album, I think it would be fantastic. And I
Yeah.
think that's good for him as an artist. so.
Another thing, a little more Drake talk. We brought it up earlier. Do you think Ocho Cinco's capping, or do you think we'll actually get a Rick Ross Drake collab album?
I'll let you go first, Jordan.
Not an album, but a like six song
So like a future,
like a What a Time to Be Alive with Drake and Rick Ross. Yes, I could see that happening. Not this year though.
Do you think it'll ever happen?
Yes.
See, I don't think it will. I think they probably sat down. They probably did a bunch of songs together, and then we were just hearing them. So I don't think.
So
I think,
okay, so
So I think what would have been a Drake and Rick Ross album is just songs we're hearing from them.
so
both
do you
now.
think the songs that have been released like
I think Gold Roses.
Money in the Grave, Gold Roses?
I don't
and-
think Money in the Grave. But I think Gold Roses and Lemon Pepper Freestyle were probably made around the same time.
Well, and I was gonna say that. Do you think if they had like an album together, and like this is like in the talks. Do you think those were songs that were potentially on there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if they would have done a What a Time to Be Alive, those songs would have been on there. I think they just sprinkled them out here and there. I think it's obvious they've worked together
Oh, for sure.
a lot
100%.
since the whole Meek thing finally ended, and I think we're just seeing it now. I don't think we'll actually get an album.
Rank these artists. Who has the most?
I
Potential
like these.
Here?
This is cool. It's like a rapid fire
Yeah.
thing.
Who has the most potential here? Roddy Rich, Don Tolliver, Corday, and Bill Fias.
I saw this.
Oh.
This was on Twitter, right?
Yes, you
I
saw
saw
it.
this.
Somebody sent it, and I didn't
It
look
was
at it.
Jordan.
So it's Roddy, Brent, Corday, and
Don
who?
Toliver.
I think this is easy. I think it's Corday.
You say you got to rank them in order?
No. Who has the most potential?
Corday.
But it's hard, right? Because like,
I would agree personally.
I would say it's either Corday or Brent.
I'd agree, 100%.
Wait, potential? Probably Corday and Roddy.
No, I thought it said. Read it one more
Potential.
time.
Potential's the word.
It's Roddy, Don
No.
Tolliver.
The question.
Who has the most potential?
Oh, then no, yeah, it's Corday and Roddy.
Because Brent's gonna be
He's gonna be R&B focused.
right. So like, in his own respect, like, what is his ceiling, right?
Yeah.
Like, bless
you.
Like
There's
Roddy's
tissue to your
ceiling
left if
in
you
his
want.
play
Alright,
in
thank you,
his, his area is much higher than what Brent's would be in his. So
Yeah, I would agree with that.
This is another.
We're supposed to get, not to interrupt you, we're supposed to be getting that Brent album sometime soon,
Yes.
right? Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yep.
Speaking
Cannot
of
wait for that.
soon, all of hip hop tweeted this
I did.
a little bit ago.
Man.
Yeah. Travis Scott confirmed that 2021 his album Utopia is coming soon, and the album will be in a completely new musical direction. What do you think that musical direction is?
Oh, boy.
suburban white kid music. No, I'm playing. It's like when people said Kendrick was making a rock album.
Yeah, like, do you think it will be really that much of a change? Do you think, like, what do you
But
think?
I mean, like, what is Travis going to change? What, because...
Well, let's put it this way. If franchise is on Utopia, that ain't going in a different artistic direction.
Yeah,
No.
true.
That being said, I can see him making some really, like, kind of oxymoron type shit where the album's called Utopia and it's actually really dark.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to expect from Travis in that album, honestly.
Do you think we'll get
I'm
it?
excited.
Do you think we'll
if
actually
we,
get it 2021?
What do you think about...
I'll say yes.
What do you
sure.
think about, like... Because I saw on Twitter that, like, apparently everybody he's worked with has gotten a Utopia chain, and they're all different. Have you seen that?
This shit sounds like the fucking...
Colt?
No, this shit sounds like when Kanye did
Well, no,
Ye.
this is
Everybody went
apparently...
to Wyoming and shit, and everybody
This
was
is
like, yo,
apparently,
Wyoming's lit.
apparently,
Nobody
like,
give a fuck about Wyoming.
Young
Yeah,
Thug
Wyoming,
apparently has a... And I think he posted on Twitter or something like that, a picture of a chain that Travis gave him.
Kind of similar to Astro World. He did that type of
Similar,
shit, too.
yeah. I'm pretty sure. It was either on Twitter or something like that, but...
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of...
I'm kind of like... The way you are with Kanye is kind of the way I am with Trav, like, right now. Like,
Travis has been notorious for saying things are coming soon and they don't come for 2
That's
years.
exactly, like, my point.
So-
like,
yeah. I'm kind of like, okay, when I officially get
I
the...
don't need a Travis Scott project right now either, so
Neither
whatever.
do I. When I officially look on Spotify and I see Utopia has dropped, I will be like, okay,
So
cool.
I feel about Kendrick too now. Does whatever. What else you got? Get one more? Your goal for next week is to find more of these, because this is a good way to wrap up the show.
I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm just scrolling through Twitter.
Travis will release another Jordan come
you think-
fall, and then...
How do I want to say this? If... Okay, so assuming we do get Travis this year, and he is giving out these chains to people that he's collabing with, who do you think are the priorities of Travis to collab with right now?
Kanye will probably get one. If Kanye is, like, trying to make music right now, I think you could potentially see him on it.
I'm going to keep it a bill with you. I'm kind of tired of hearing about Travis Scott's name.
Drake is a potential guy always. I think he's always a potential artist to see Trav collab with. Don of course.
I think that's a given one.
Sheck.
Or like the given, like
Sheck West.
Sheck West. That's another
Even
guy.
though he's gonna be playing ball in like fucking, I don't even know where he's gonna be playing ball in, but
Yeah.
he's balling now.
Balling out like Lil Baby.
Michael Jordan. You can collab with Michael Jordan
Okay.
because every Travis Scott Jordan is hyped. to hell, yes.
Another thing. When do you think this is something I saw. I forgot to ask. When do you think we will actually hear a Bobby Shmurda song?
Oh, that's actually a decent one. Oh, well, apparently he was in the studio.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, apparently the Migos picked him up and they were making music right
Oh,
away.
imagine that Quavo hopping on another trend.
Ooh.
That's
He did it with Pop Smoke.
Yes.
He did that shit, same shit with Pop Smoke. Like,
Did you guys see Conor McGregor's comment on Drake's Twitter?
Yeah, shit's-
Instagram.
what the fuck is he talking about?
Did you see it, Jordan?
We'll show you after the show. It's
No,
hilarious.
I'll read it right now because it's hilarious.
I don't know if I did.
So it was just this picture. It was the one of him with a fucking shark.
Yeah.
My man Connor goes, "There's sharks everywhere, the jersey, but there was crocodiles too. And look what happened. Slippers and bags. My brother love you. Thanks for the 3-song release. Quality is always respect and God bless to you and the team.
What does he reply?
You got all the bars. Drop an album." Could you imagine a fucking Conor McGregor rap
McGregor
album?
has an
Hold on.
interlude on Certified Lover Boy.
That would be fucking insane. That's what I was gonna say.
Conor McGregor interlude.
Okay. What the fuck
The
did
notorious
he say?
interlude.
He said there's fucking Crocs everywhere.
Okay, no, he said
What the
because
fuck does
it's
that
a
mean?
picture. Because like it's like you see how
Yeah.
Jersey has a shark there. He said there's sharks everywhere, Jersey, but there was crocodiles too, and look what happened.
fuck does that
Slippers
mean?
and bags. He's saying so he's saying like so there's sharks everywhere. There's also crocodiles everywhere. He said crocodiles turned into shoes and bags. He said don't worry about the sharks. You know what I mean? Like he's saying just turn them like yeah.
What if McGregor's heard the album? That's a bar from the album. Think
This
about
guy.
that one, friends. While you're thinking about that, make sure you go and follow the Night Shift Podcast on Twitter
That's deep.
at _
Didn't think of
TNSP
that.
underscore.
I also-
We'll wrap it up here now.
One more actually.
We'll wrap it up after this.
Best Rick Ross and Drake collab.
Oh, we've talked about this before.
Mine's Free Spirit.
Um,
Unless you include Aston Martin music, including Drake's verse. If you do that, then it's probably Aston Martin music. But if you don't, then well, Free Spirit.
Free Spirit or
Lord knows is really good.
yes, that's one too for me.
Yeah. What about you, BG?
Lord knows up there. National Word music's really good.
I like Gold Roses a lot too.
I don't know.
I like Gold Roses a lot as well.
I don't know. Do you think? Nah, never mind. We'll leave that.
Ah.
You got one more? Go ahead, just real quick.
Well, cause like you guys have heard like the thing about where Kanye said it was like this is something that Sci-Hi also said before the Donda thing, but like how Kanye said like he remade like every beat from like the 90s 5 beats for like 3 summers or
That.
whatever.
Yeah, that.
Do you guys what do you think, like do you think he really means like every like beat, or do you think he just kind of means every like the big albums?
Mm-mm.
What do you think he means?
I don't know.
Because like I believe that Kanye would do something like that. Obviously he can't do every single.
No, he definitely did every song he possibly could have done.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 1000%.
That's
When he was
something
trying to
really-
You think that?
when he was trying to
Dude.
make a name for himself, oh, absolutely.
Dude, Kanye was a fucking psychopath.
He was
trying to make himself.
You want to talk
successful.
about people that are like addicted and obsessed with their craft? He is one of them.
Like,
It's
you
like
can say a
Kobe.
lot
It's
of-
like Kobe.
Every single one though.
not every single one. I think that's a little.
The quote is like every like rap song, or like
That's a lot
I think
of songs.
I think the quote is like, okay, you're thinking of too many songs. Like think of every like classic rap album that we deem classics, right? He's going back and like sampling
Okay,
or redoing
classics,
beats.
yes, but like every rap song.
Here's the.
Ew.
Here's
Okay, not every rap song in existence, but like
Here's the.
what's it say?
Oh my
Here,
God.
I'll find the quote right now. I'm just looking for it again.
You asked my opinion, so
He
I'm
said-
giving you
okay,
my
okay,
opinion.
yeah.
Damn it!
It's lock yourself in a room doing 5. This is on Spaceships, on College Dropout. He said lock yourself in a room doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers. That's a different word. Like that's a different word. Like crazy summer. I deserve to do these numbers.
what's that have to do with?
That's the quote.
No.
Doing 5 beats a day
What's
for
the-
3 summers.
What's the quote? Who said that what is the actual quote that said Kanye did every beat from whatever time you said?
I just said doing.
Yeah, but
5
that's
beats
from. But you said Sci-Hi said
from
something. about it.
93 to 99. That's when.
What?
He did
Yeah.
this.
What was that? What did they
What did
say?
Sci-Hi
Okay,
say?
Sahai the Prince confirmed that when Kanye West was learning to produce, he went through every single hip hop album released from 93 to 99 and redid every single beat on every album to improve his skills.
Every single hip hop album.
That's what Sahai is saying.
Oh.
And at the
From 93 to 99, you said?
Yeah.
When did College Dropout come out?
So hold
Or
on.
what?
The Hip Hop by the Numbers actually did this.
I don't know what College Dropout.
He actually did the math. Let me see if I can find it. Because it's not possible.
Give me a.
I'm
tissue.
pretty sure. Yeah, so this is what Hip Hop by the Numbers said. It said, Kanye West will continue working on Donda Post. Okay, whatever. Hold on. This is not it. I liked it and I thought it was it. Because he did the math.
2004 is when that came out.
Where is
I don't know. I don't think it's far-fetched.
Fuck.
God, that's a lot, Brian.
It is a lot. I agree. And it's probably exaggerated, yes. But I don't... Wouldn't surprise me if Kanye's doing...
Okay, here it is. Or maybe apparently it was 91 to 99. I don't know. So 5 beats a day for 3 summers. 273 days equals 1,365 beats. There were 155 top 10 hip hop albums. 91 to 99, 2,680 tracks, 5 beats a day, and a win or two. He could have done it numerically. It's possible.
But
I
that only
think-
took the. You said that he only took the top 10 albums.
From 91 to 99, because otherwise it'd be impossible.
Okay.
And people aren't, because like what?
So, yes, there's exaggeration in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still...
But even still, even if we're just going off of that, to do 2,000 beats, Jesus Christ.
Damn near 2.7.
It wouldn't surprise me because he started as a producer before he was a rapper. So,
Yes.
I mean, you gotta learn somehow, and what better way to do it than take what's good at the time and learning from it and mixing
I'll
it
say
yourself.
that
and-
I could easily see Kanye just sitting down and doing beats after beats.
I
Well,
think it's exaggerated, absolutely, but you
Yeah,
know,
I could see it. Yes.
anything to make Kanye look better than what he actually is, right? I'm joking. Kanye's a fucking genius. I would never take that away from him. I'd say he's a better producer than he is a rapper for sure. Like the way he chops samples and makes
And
beats
that's just
whatnot.
that's just a testament to how good of a fucking producer he is.
Oh yeah.
He's
Absolutely.
an insane
He's-
producer.
Him and Drake, I think, are the most complete artists in hip hop ever. So,
Yes.
I mean, I don't think there's anything to debate about that.
No,
I think Jay-Z's the greatest rapper, and I think those two are the greatest artists in hip hop. I think we all agree on that.
I think they're the greatest artists.
I mean, I wouldn't say you guys agree with Jay-Z being the best rapper, but that's just
No, I just
that's
think
who I
Jay-Z being
think.
the greatest rapper, but yeah.
That's who I think is.
I mean, he's up there.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah,
So
he's really good.
I don't know who I'd say my greatest of all time rapper would be.
It's for
I don't
me.
know.
It's Tupac, M.
See, I really like-
Biggie,
see,
or
mine's a little different
Nas, or
because-
Jay. It's one of those 5.
I like dudes that were a little different. So like Andre 3000, I like a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, he's another guy that's like could be considered a great artist because he was so different.
Sure, but the way he raps
no,
too.
he
I
rapped
mean,
too. Don't get me wrong.
I liked Phife Dawg a lot from Tribe. Like, I liked Biggie a lot because he had a different voice, you know. So, got anything else?
No, that's it.
I'm fucking tired.
Really,
Good episode. A lot of good conversations stemmed from.
we talked about Drake for like over an hour.
We did, but
Shocking.
it was relevant. So,
Shocking who though?
No,
well, at least this time we actually talked about Drake when Drake released music. It wasn't just
us talking about Drake for the sake of talking about
exactly.
Drake.
So, it's episode 36 of the Night Shift podcast. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. But if you also made it this far,
Oh.
make sure you.
Thanks for 40 subscribers.
Thanks for 40 subscribers.
Oh, we have
but
40 subscribers.
I want 50. The next, by the time Certified Lover Boy drops, I want 50. So, if you're still listening, I need you to share. First off, that's the most important thing. That's the only way we're going to grow. Tell your friend, your cat, your fish, your grandma about the Night Shift podcast.
Your
Maybe don't
lobster.
tell your grandma unless she really likes rap music and is a G. Second, rate and subscribe on all the platforms. So if you're on Facebook, God, if you're on YouTube, and subscribe,
Sure.
of course. If you're on Spotify, follow it. Apple and Google Podcasts, I believe, you subscribe and rate as well. Do that. That helps us. And like we say every week, if you have anything, send it in. We're always looking for other things to talk about that aren't just Drake and Kanye and insert whatever else we normally talk about here. But yeah, once again, I'm Brian Markley at Bright $. Bailey Gary at bgary24 capital BG, and Jordan Wakefield, jwakefield98 capital JW. We are the Night Shift Podcast at _TNSP on Twitter, _. Don't forget the last underscore. And we out this bitch. Peace.